Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Thought I'd try some different 5,000 titles recently. Yeah, a little bit late again. But yeah, I'm on now. Hopefully you should hear me. I'm just going to test my mic. Yeah. As I've said before, if it's on the wrong mic, it sounds absolutely terrible. So I'll just wait for some people to come on. I'll move my camera a bit. Do you reckon that title will get people on? You right, Jeevan? You right, Stug? You right, Liam? You right, Rich? Yeah, like the stream, everyone. Rich, thank you very much for those videos. That's genuinely really fucking helpful. That's exactly what I wanted. The proper basics, you know, the basic safety, the basics of what to do, no complicated stuff. You know, a lot of videos online, they go way over the top and they forget the very basics because I literally know nothing about welding. So thank you for those. I've downloaded them now. So yeah, cheers, Rich. Nin, you're right. Adam, you're right. Ghost Jesus, you're right. Zed, you're right. Yeah, I'm all right. I ain't done a lot today. Literally nothing. Yeah, so just same as yesterday. I have made a list of some stuff to buy. Right, Gas Goblin. So when my Patreon money comes in, I've not paid it out for a while, so it's built up quite a bit. I'll be able to get some knife blanks, some machetes, some brass, some leather, possibly some broadhead tips, some bolts, as in bolts to put handles on, not crossbow bolts. Possibly a buffing wheel, you know, polishing wheel, so I can polish up the brass really nice. Some webbing to make slings for crossbows, some solder. I may even have on top of that enough to make buy a fucking R9 Cobra. Yeah, cheers, Rich. T2 Coin Seeker, you right, mate? Big Dave's channel, you right? Liam said I've been at work for the first time since March lockdown. Went fine. That's good. You right, Peach? You right, Jim? Steven said, "Are you allowed butterfly knives?" No, they're illegal now, sadly. Yeah, that's good. Glad you had a good day at work and all that. Yeah, it must have been quite weird. Yeah. It's boiling out in here at the minute. It's probably hotter in here than it is the rest of the house. I might, since no one else is in, I might be able to stream with my door open, let a bit of a breeze go through. Hold it open though. What can I put down there? Yeah, I ain't done a lot, so I ain't got a lot to talk about personally. Steven said, "What about training butterflies?" Yeah, you can have those. Yeah, the non-sharp ones. I don't actually know sort of specifically what the law says, but I think it's got to have a blade. So you could have the training ones. Try and shut the fuck about, get that hold my door open. If I can get a bit of a breeze through, it might not be so hot in here. It's fucking boiling. Very muggy in this room. The Pagan King. You right, mate? He said I came to say hello. Hope all is well for you, mate. Yeah, it's all right. I'm all right, mate. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Richard said Oryx Horn bow build starts tomorrow if it's not too hot. Nice one. I'm looking forward to that, Rich. Because I've got a feeling, even if it doesn't work the way you want to, you're still going to have a bloody beautiful bow there. You know, if it wasn't very strong or you know what I mean. I reckon you could still have a really nice display bow there if it didn't go the way you wanted to. Ghost G says butterfly knives are the pinnacle of reckless living. Fuck yeah. I had a few. Dad said hotter than a horse house in Hades. Where you are, is it? It's a bit cooler where I am. Well, funny thing is, it's only in this room, Zed. I don't know if it's what I've been doing. I've been keeping my door shut and my window shut, trying to keep the heat out. And over the day, I've inadvertently made it hotter in here now. So the rest of the house is cool. It's weird. It was cooler in here in the day. Now it's the evening. It's hotter. Yeah. Steven said I'm walking 6 swords loud. If it's antique, you can have it. Yeah, if it's antique, you can have one. You can't have a modern day one. So our weird, usual weird laws. Henry, you right, mate? Ghost Jesus said, "It's a Grand Theft Auto reference. It's a Grand Theft Auto reference, namely Cousin Ed." Ah, I missed that. Yeah, that one went over my head. Yeah. Zed said to Jeevan, "You can own antique ones, but you can't carry them, of course." Yeah, I ain't done a lot today. Richard's done me a video on welding. I wanted some very basic welding tips, because you go on YouTube and you get basic welding tips. They don't tell you the basics. They tell you what they think are the basics. They forget, though, what the real basics are. You know, if you're actually teaching someone how to weld, you have to go through safety steps. I literally know nothing about welding, so yeah. That's the good thing. Richie will actually do that, rather than you look on a YouTube video of beginners welding guides and it's just straight in welding. They tell you none of the stuff before and how to prepare stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. So hello everyone. Yeah, so I might have a go at a bit of welding soon. It was more for my brother at this point, though. He was doing the welding today. I gave him some tips that Rich gave me, and it worked quite well. It did actually help him. He did the best welding he'd ever done on the tips I gave him from you. But there was a lot I couldn't remember. Liam said, "What I hate are basic guides that teach bad or wrong info. It makes people think they've learnt faster." Yeah, it can be quite dangerous or something. Yeah, you're right there. You're right. Yeah, they either do that, it's either wrong, or they forget the basics and they're teaching you something that an intermediate would really know. You know, if you're going to go to real basics, you need to show people the yeah. But yeah, exactly, Lim. Yeah, right before you can walk time. Exactly, and that's the thing. A lot of these videos don't do that. They forget that. I think they assume too much when you shouldn't really. Yeah. What else has everyone been at? As I said, I ain't done anything today. Well, I say I ain't done anything. Nothing I meant to do. So I had to get a mattress in for my mum. Sort her out a mattress. Yes, Kaylin, I do remember you. I always remember Kaylin, because I can't tell you why, but yeah, I always remember you, Kaylin. Yes, every time you said you remember me, and yes, I do remember you. I got a mattress in for my mum. She needed a new mattress because the one she got wasn't big enough. And then my brother was fixing the lorry, and he needed to use my riveter. But the rivet gun's quite temperamental, so I had to do it for him. It's just an old rivet gun, but it's very temperamental now. So you need to, I'm back doing it and get to work. Tactical Pirate said, "I wet my panties. I'm so scared." Nice. I was going to write whatever the title was, and then I was going to write, "Or are you a pussy?" But I thought, I don't know. Some people get a bit weird about the word pussy. Adam said, "Are you getting a second wave?" Are we getting a second wave? I'm not sure, Adam. I don't know. Hello, by the way. I'm not sure. What do you lot think? Are we getting a second wave? I think most people think we are. Ghost Jesus said, "I've even seen vids where they teach pulling the bead. The world always comes out like shit so many times." Nin said, "Took dog to the river and saw a big fish." Nice one. Yeah, so I've done a bit of riveting today. Got a great big mattress in. It was about that thick. You wanted a big, thick one, so it was like the thickest fucking mattress you could get. Then said, on a similar note, there are lots of people on YouTube waggling sword knives around who got their skills from watching movies, TVs, and saying they're experts. Yes, very true, Zed, isn't there? Yeah, lots of experts on YouTube who don't know fucking nothing. Adam said, he said, "Hi, reckon we are. News is getting us ready for it." Liam said, "Yeah, they are saying about closing pubs next month to open schools." Yes, that's my job gone again. Yeah, luckily, as I've said, it's not really affected me a lot. Most of the people I live with have had to carry on, like they've got the jobs that have to carry on anyway, and I don't go out anyway. But yeah, it's annoying, isn't it? And it's I know, the point is there shouldn't be a second wave if they'd have done it properly in the first place. Tactical said 100% second wave coming. It's following the Spanish flu pattern. Nice one. Adam said pubs are a joke at the minute. Dad said 99% of the stuff in movies and TV are utter crap. It's done like it is just to look exciting. Realism isn't important. That's a very good point, Jed. It is. Yeah, you can't. What you see in movies and that is not representative of the real world in most things. Do you know the one that always cracks me up? I hate it because it's a very simple thing to get round. TV shows and movie shows when they're shooting a gun, and I can't get a gun, can I? So I have to get I could get a crossbow. I'll just get a controller. So they're firing a gun, right? And they're just going like this. So bang, 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 bang. It's absolutely no recoil at all, and it spoils it. Yes, Pete. Yeah. All they've got to do is do that while they're pulling the trigger. You know, because they're adding the fucking, you know, half the time they're adding the sound effects on or the fucking, you know, the flash sometimes. Just do that as the, you know, even they used to do that in the 80s. And then you watch TV shows now, cop shows, and they're just going, absolute terrible. Such a simple thing to get around. Oliver, you right, mate? Liam said, I think Black Sails is one of those shows I watched where sword fighting was sort of realistic. That's good. Yeah, some things are. Some things they do put a lot of effort in, but there are a lot of things that don't. Lamb Mayor, you right, mate? Busted a pheasant, you right, mate? Oliver said, having said that, some modern Glocks have virtually no recoil. Yeah, no ear defenders. Charlie said, are the guns underneath the cloth? Yes, they are. Yeah. They are really under there. If you look, you can see. I'll show you anyway. I have to do this about 4 times a stream now. I have to cover them up for live streams. But they are really there. And if you watch my actual videos, you'll see them on the... If you watch my normal videos, you'll see them. I only cover them up for live streams. In fact, it's fucking hanging down there. T2 said, stop going to the boozer when Brexit started. Everyone was talking about it and really got sick of hearing it constantly. Yeah, I would. That's why I don't talk about that stuff on here. And I try not to even do the COVID stuff to a degree. So we'll have a little chat about it because it's ongoing. But you know what I mean? It bores you to death, doesn't it, T2? It does me. It fucking bores me to death. Ghost Jesus said, unless you're shooting at point blank range, I should put blanks in the guns. Well, that's what I think. But yeah, it's not difficult to do that with your hand when you pull the trigger. You know, if you watch things like fucking Bad Taste, homemade guns, they're all doing that. You know, Peter Jackson when he's using his old fucking Sterling submachine guns that he made, going at as he shoots. You know, it's just a little thing that makes it look a bit better. Peter can't remember the movie, but at some point the bad guy cocks the hammer. Fuck's it. Yeah, he ain't got one, has it? Fuck's sake. You right, Jay? Zed said it's the amount of bullets they use. Again, yes, I often do that when someone's shooting a revolver or a double barrel shotgun. Count the shots. Yeah, a revolver and they shoot 10 shots, and a double barrel shotgun and they shoot 5. Yeah, it takes 6 rounds to kill someone. And you mean the amount they got to shoot? The amount they got to shoot to kill someone? Yeah, not how many they're using. Yeah, they need 6 shots to kill someone. Yeah. John said, "Thought you got asked that a few times." I want the sheet. Yeah, I end up showing it anyway. Brandon, you right? Yep, Jay, hello. James, you right, mate? Said fake muzzle flash really puts me off. Well, at least they try with that. You know, at least that's going to a bit of effort. But I know what you mean, though. Sometimes it's the wrong kind of flash. Ghost G said in the 80s it was great because there was often exaggerated the recoil too. Jamie said, sorry I'm late. Like, I've only been on 50 minutes anyway. So watching a video on YouTube of when I went to London, set up the New Year's Eve 2016 fireworks display. Nice one. Yeah, no gun safety in films. Yeah, I'll be honest. What I notice now though is that's over the top on something. So what happens now is, in the old days, you never had, like, a lot of people are trained with guns now by military people or whatever, you know, people who know about guns anyway. And what happens is you get people that are supposed to be gangsters in films, and they're doing military postures and sort of drills with guns, which they wouldn't do. That makes sense. Yeah, it gets a bit too much sometimes. You get films with military people doing no gun safety at all, or people who are supposed to be street gangsters walking around like they're trained soldiers, which isn't true. You're right, Kurt's live. So there's quite a few people on tonight. Yeah, like the stream, please, everyone. But yeah, you get a bit of everything in your films, but yeah. Right, Darth. T2 said, just finished watching a series called Fort Salem. Looked promising, but was disappointing that last episode was the only one with the action. No. Pity, sorry, not oh nice. Jamie said, I love how in films that have a revolver and a fire of 20 shots. I was watching something the other day that was doing that. I can't remember what was it? But I was counting the shots. They had a revolver or something. No, it was a double barrel shotgun, and they did actually reload it after 2 shots, and I thought, good. Because I was dreading that they were going to shoot like 3 or something. What is Fort Salem about then, David? I don't know about that one. Richard said, bows are another thing. They represent wrong. £120 woman isn't going to be shooting a war bow, pumping out arrows like a machine gun. Yes, good point. Good point. Yeah, you can silence a shotgun. Yeah, my cousin Ben's got her. It's quite rare, but yeah, you can. Yeah. But a silencer on a shotgun is normally about that fucking long. It wouldn't be a little short thing, I don't think. The silencer on a shotgun normally has to be the whole barrel. Is a silencer, and that's a 410. I don't know if you can a 12 bore, but I know you can, but it's not like a little thing like that. I'm not sure about a 12 gauge, but a 410 silencer is the whole barrel. That's how big it has to be. Well, a 410 you can. I don't know how big a 12 bore fucking how big that would be. But you got to remember though, one thing I would say though, No Country for Old Men is set. Isn't that set in something like, when's that set? That's not modern day, is it? So they probably didn't in them days, but whatever, it doesn't matter anyway. That said, they used to make at least one revolver with more than 6 shots. Yeah, there are. You can get some with 8 in that, can't you? Yeah, Liam said, yeah, it looks like an oil drum on the end. Buster said, yeah, Mike, do you have much interest in secondary utility weapons like flashbangs? I read somewhere they were legal in the UK, along with professional smoke grenades. Never had any, Buster. I've been offered some, though, but I didn't really know the legality of them. And plus, because I get visits every now and then from the police, I don't like having shit that looks like shit like that in case they get the wrong idea. Oh, nice one, Tactical. Your Kurt's live with a mate of yours from America. Nice one, Tactical. Cheers for letting me know, mate. Picture, I like it in films where you can see them shooting safety on. One thing that disappointed me with Twin Peaks, the new series, they set in the 80s, Oliver. I doubt they had silent shotguns like that in the 80s. Twin Peaks, they accidentally had the magazine in an MP5 the wrong way around, so it was curving towards the handle. Fast Mover said you can silence the bang, but not the Supersonic Bank. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as soon as it's supersonic, you get the sound of it breaking the sound barrier anyway, don't you? It makes it crack, doesn't it? James said that scene with Shooter film when he makes a silencer out of 2-litre juice bottle. Quality. Darth said, depends on the ammo, use slugs. James said, Mike, if you were in a horror movie killer, what would be your weapon of choice? I was a horror movie killer. What? Am I like Jason that where I'm partly invincible? Don't know. Maybe I'd go different and go crossbow or something, just because you don't see that very often. And then I'd go around taking the crossbow back out of the bodies. Oh, nice one, Pitch, yeah. He said, no, his silencer is meant to look homemade. SOS Power, right, Sam? He said, it's weird for some reason. I get loads of lag on your streams. Nowhere else, though. That's weird, isn't it? And no one's in today, so my internet should be pretty good. Weird, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Strange. David said, if you have Scott, I would suggest watching a film called Glory, set in American Civil War, follows black unit fighting for the Union. All right, nice one. I'll look into that one, Dave. One of them said, in spaghetti westerns, they'd use a pillow. Yes, there they would. They would. They said, I think in World War, they made a pistol that fired subsonic ammo. It was, yes, they would. I know what you mean, Peach. I know what you mean. But yeah, that's it. You just, yeah, I know what you mean, though. But as long as it's, the well rod, and there's a couple of others, isn't there? But yeah, as long as it's subsonic. Jesus said, for a shotgun suppressor, use 1/4-inch slugs with the right barrel length, would be subsonic. Nice one. Yeah, well rod. There you go. There you go. All one after another. It's cooling down a bit in here now, and I've got the door open and the curtain open. I ain't out tonight. I might be out next weekend though, but I might make it Saturday, so I'll still get on for a Friday stream next week. Right, what the well rod? Yeah. If I had some of my gun books up here, I could show you a picture of it. I actually think I have got one of my gun books up here, actually, saying that. Let me have a look so people can have a look so they don't have to imagine what it is. Sure, I've got a gun book in here somewhere. Oh, I just remember where it was now. It's under my fucking bed. What's this one? That's a survival book, I think. I'm still here. Yeah, there's one under here. Let's have a look what we've got. Better be under here after all this fucking bother. The Encyclopedia of Handheld Weapons. That'll do. Or Jane's Gun Recognition Guide. That'll get us a picture of it. For those who can't be fucked to fucking Google things. Jump Shabu, you right, mate? Lewis, you right, mate? He said, good to be able to actually catch some of these streams now. Yeah, nice one, Lewis. It's always good to see you on. How's life been treating you? You've been managing to work and that, or not? I just saw one of them guns. It's not the one we was on about, but there's the old Liberator. Tactical said the IL carbine is supposed to be the quietest rifle made. Oliver said, do you own that Magnum on the poster? What, here? Everything you see on there is there behind there. Yeah. I've got some air rifles, Buster. I've got BSA Lightning, Webley Stingray Deluxe, and that's my two good ones, and I've got a load of other sort of shitty ones. Kurt said I have a 3006 Savage Model 11. Is that a shotgun? If my house was on fire, what would I say? Fuck knows. I'd start chucking it all out the window, in all honesty. I would just start if it was proper on fire, I'd just smack, and I wasn't getting fucked over by it. No one else was in the house. Obviously, I'd get everyone out of the house. I'd probably smash my windows and just start slinging it out the window. To be honest, half of it I can't sell now anyway. So, you know, even if it was burnt, I could probably just clean it up, make it look nice again afterwards, and put it back on display, make the fucking stock saw it and all that shit. Don't know if I'll be able to find the old well rod in here. Too much shit to look through. It might not necessarily be in here anyway. Who makes the well rod? Would that be the main name of it, do you reckon? Jumbo Turbo's. Oh yeah, I forgot you was going shooting, right? Jumbo Turbo's had a good day shooting today with my two of my sons. My son used over and under, and I used a 3-shot auto. Got some funny looks walking around the range with an auto. Nah, nice one. Like Del Boy with his pump action shotgun. Well, what's probably in here? The shotguns up there are DX, yeah, because if they weren't, I'd have to have them on. They would have to be locked up in a safe. Lewis said, yeah, working and doing overtime for the lockdown. 2 years of my life wasted working in the HMP meat grinder. Left last Monday after they tried to blag their way at paying my bonus. Ah, fucking bastards, isn't they? Yeah, it takes the piss, that kind of shit does. Don't blame you, Lewis. Sorry, I'm still just trying to find these fucking guns. Got it in here. Lewis, a job went down the shitter anyway, will not be missing. Wow, that's all right then. BSA, yeah, I was trying to find what to look for. If I knew who made it, it'd help. Cheers, Fast Move, for me to look in here. It's got a fucking, index at the back, but I would need to know what the fucking gun was. I won't bother with that in a minute. It's too much. The problem with doing this, it takes too fucking long pissing about. Well, I should be looking at the fucking chat. I'm going to give up with that bollocks. T2 said, hard-hitting film to watch his shooters, set in Liverpool, most realistic than anything I've seen. T2, I would 100% agree with you. Yeah, I want to watch that again. I might have to look for that tonight. Yeah, Shooters is great. I remember watching that in the 90s. Yeah, good film that, isn't it? But it's not. There's a couple of films called Shooters. Yeah, and it's not the there's one sort of set in London, which is terrible. There's the Shooter, I think it's called. There's like a sniper one in it. Yeah, Shooters, yeah. I think the barrel was bent on the semi-auto. Wasn't hitting too many close, I say. Kurt said, you guys got me wanting to play Ghost Recon. Nice one. Yeah, I'm going to look for T2. You got a copy of Shooters? I'm going to have a look for Shooters tonight. Do you want me to let you know if I find it? Tactical did never forget a hen party at the range, and the hen spun around with a loaded shotgun. We all ducked, and she didn't know what she'd done wrong. Fuck's sake. You imagine? I hate things like that. Because potentially, it's so easy to get fucking killed. Potentially. I know it's funny, or you can laugh about it at least. So. What gun would I most like to own? Don't know at the minute. Maybe another Desert Eagle, a nickel-coloured Desert Eagle. Ghost Jesus, I'm actually looking to get an old breakover revolver. Hoping I can get one of current production caliber. Nice one. Yeah, that sounds good. James said, Mike, got any Nerf guns? My boy shot me in the leg of it is bloody powerful. No, I think we got some downstairs though saying that. Yeah, which are my nephews, niece and nephews. I'm sure that fucking well rod should be in this fucking book. I'm gonna have one more quick look while the chat's quiet. As you know, this isn't the military one, though, is it? I don't think. Nah, I ain't got it. Although this has reminded me, this has got some knives in this, which I may have a look through this now. You know, not now, but for some inspiration for stuff to make. Got some quite nice military knives in here. Might be able to get some inspiration for knife builds. Yeah, my ex-wife's still got my DVD collection. Oh, can you get shooters on DVD then? I did not know that. All right, I didn't know you could get it on DVD. Oh, there it is. Yeah, found it straight away. Yeah, when I looked, it must not have been available. I found it straight away. Yeah. I did not know that was on DVD. When did that come out? Yeah, last time I looked, it wasn't available on DVD. 2012. Fuck me, I must not have looked for that for years then. 2012. That's about 8 years ago. Yeah. 2001. Fucking hell. Yeah, I don't know. I must have missed all that. Lewis said, might actually start making videos properly at some stage. I ended up getting suspended for 2 weeks after they found out about the Daily Star drama. Oh, what a bunch of cunts, aren't they, Lewis? Yeah, that took the fucking piss as well. Pathetic. Did you not know that there was an article written about Lewis? You should check out, if you got a video about that, Lewis, you lot should check out Lewis's videos. And yeah, Lewis got a bit of the old George Sprav treatment, didn't you? Where they tried to, you know, make him look like some, you know, I don't know. Right, here's Lewis's channel. Click on this and go and check out his video. You did have a video on it, didn't you? Yeah, I couldn't believe that when you said about that. Fucking hell. But yeah, it'd be good to see you doing videos again, Les, on a regular basis. But yeah, I don't blame you when shit like that happens. And especially with the views as well. YouTube is a bastard for sharing your videos. You know, I hardly get any fucking, 30,000 subscribers. And I think YouTube shares my videos to about 50 fucking subscribers, and the rest are random people. Charlie said, would you defend your home with a blade if someone was to break in regardless of the law? I can't really say, but you can, I'm not going to say. I don't like saying on here because it's too dodgy. You know what I mean? Because if it ever happens, it looks, sort of premeditated then. But you can make your mind up. Landmayor said, heard about the people in the roof box? No, what's that then? Lewis said, yeah, I put one up, basically comparing me to terrorists because I put a wooden handguard on a DAC rifle. Yeah, go and check out Lewis's channel. I'll put that on again. Well worth watching if you don't know Lewis. He's one of us who's been around doing the weapon stuff for years. Liam said, who did the press? Who did the press? All I got was twats wasting police time with me. Yeah. I don't think he ever knew. I think it was just a reporter looking up stuff about certain guns. Found Lewis's channel. Yeah, and then was saying he was teaching people how to put fucking deadly handles on rifles. When they was having that you know, they was all getting scared about bump rifles and pistol grips and that kind of shit. Yeah, very strong. Lewis is definitely worth a subscription. Gas Goblin to his channel. It's good. It's a good channel. You know, as I say, I've been talking to Lewis for years. How long have you been on here, Lewis? 2010. Yeah, he's been on there about as long as I have then. Yeah. So, I mean, I knew you was old, you know, old school on here like I am. IDP had got a lot of airsoft on his channel. He has, yeah. Liam said, baby killing assault pistol grips. I knew Lewis was totally missed that video story. Where am I? Oh, yeah, cycling the Reuben, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, slandered by the Daily Star. Here you go, if you want to. I'll share it as well. So here's Lewis's video about when they mentioned him in the paper. And I went and looked at the article and everything. He's got the link to it. Yeah, there. Nice. Did I never comment on that video? I meant that's weird, Lewis. That said I haven't commented on that video. Fucking sure I did. Oh, I have. That's weird. Right, on your video, if you do sort by top comments, my comment doesn't show. If you do sort by newest, then my comment does show. Yeah. You have replied to me on there, Lewis, I noticed. Yeah, so you did see it. Lewis said, I told someone who I thought was a mate at work asking for advice and he grasped me. Oh, is that what it was? Fucking so that's tossers, isn't they? Weird cunts. Carl said, do you think the new offensive weapon bill will go after more stuff? Probably not. Well, I don't think that will per se, Carl. I think gradually they'll add more stuff, but I don't think there's anything on their list, if that makes sense. They'll come up, something else will come along and they'll add it to it, but I don't think there's like stuff already waiting. I'm pretty sure they only did that offensive weapons, them things, just as a knee-jerk thing, and no thought about it. James said, "What's GearBest?" It's a similar place to sort of Amazon, I suppose, but Chinese. Liam said, "Weirdly, my video tomorrow is cycling through snack caps in the Reuben with a helmet on." That's fuck me. Does it eject for us? Actually. Charlie said, "We're able to still get handgun license for UK for sports shooting and stuff." Yeah, I think we are, aren't we? Yeah, it's got to be certain pistols. Certain pistols, they have to either have a long barrel and like a thing sticking out the handle like a stock. Yeah, I'm not the best person to ask on that, but yeah, there are some pistols you can get. Carl said, "I think crossbows and air guns are getting licensed." That could definitely happen. I hope not. I'll have to get a license if they do, because I'm not giving them up. Rob said, "Only just got on. Apologies for the delay. Could get internet for some reason." No, that's all right, Rob. Good to see you on, mate. Yeah, more like Wish. Yes, James. It's hard to explain what GearBest is. It's not. You know that Amazon is other people selling stuff. It's not that. It's just a website that sells shitloads of stuff, basically. Yeah, but it's not people selling stuff. It's GearBest selling it. If that makes sense. It's exactly the same as AliExpress. Exactly the same as AliExpress. If you know what that is. Or very similar to Wish, yeah. Yeah. Oh, did he do a video on that? I didn't know that. Oh, I'll look into that then. I did not know that. I'm going to just click on that and see. Yeah, I didn't know that. I think it's safe to say there's an offensive weapons bill 2.0 coming. What does he reckon's going to happen then? Just save me watching it at this point. Who was it? Carl. Yeah, what did he say, Carl? Can you let me know? Just what does he reckon will get like banned? Liam had heard about a weird thing today about the CBRN Chinese system. Yes, I did actually. Yes, that's weird. Yeah, I did hear about that actually, Liam. Yeah, while I was on the toilet, I had the radio on. Yeah, and it was on about that. Yeah, the weird Chinese seeds they're sending people. Yes, yeah. Jerry Gordon, hello. Carl said, where can you get clones of knives and stuff? So I told AliExpress was good, but never seen anything on there. Not sure, mate. Bob, Metal Guy, good to see you on, Bob. Carl said he mainly concentrated on guns, but two semi-autos, high capacity guns in general. Right, yeah. So nothing like daggers or certain kinds of knives then, and weapons per se. More adding more guns onto it then. Yeah, I'll be honest, I can definitely see that happening. Yeah. Yeah, the problem is I didn't even take that into consideration, guns. That's what I say. I don't have a lot of knowledge on guns though. I have more knowledge on this kind of stuff because it concerns me more. Yeah. Jamie said, Mike, you should look on Wish and join. They've got some cool knives on there. Yeah, I don't buy a lot of knives now, but I have seen some of the stuff they have on there. I prefer making my own now. But I'll tell you what, it'd be interesting to see if they had any cheap blade blanks on there. I'll be honest with you, at the minute, I don't think there's a lot of point in me buying anything from China at the minute. It takes too long to get here. Carl said, an airgun license, but few spoke about crossbows in the comments. The problem is there's more than likely more weapons on the list. Because he doesn't care about those. He doesn't talk. That's the problem. Yeah, same issue with me. I don't do the gun talk. He don't do the weapon talk. So yeah, they don't get mentioned. I've noticed that none of the gun channels ever talk about knuckle dusters being banned, flick knives being banned, because most of them didn't have them anyway, and it doesn't sort of concern them so much. Yeah. I'll look into that then. I'll keep an eye on it. I have got a couple of people who are online that check out that kind of stuff regularly and let me know. Jumble Boo quite often finds out about that stuff pretty early on and will tell me straight away as soon as he knows. Same with me. If I know, I'll tell him. But yeah, he's quite good for getting early, finding out the info early on things. But yeah, cheers for letting me know about that because I hadn't actually heard anything about it. That man said, yeah, 2 migrants squashed in a roof box, make it across the channel, chucked all of the bloke's stuff out. And the thing is, the car wasn't even going back to the UK, so I ended up 100 miles back in France. Fuck's sake. Oh, you mean like a little box on someone's car? Carl said, but it's a logical fallacy. It's okay to have high-powered rifle, but not a spring-loaded knife. Yeah, fucking bizarre, isn't it? Bizarre, isn't it, Carl? Ghost Jesus said, look up the seeds. It seems like it's a good idea to plant them, as the State's Department of Conservation says not to plant them. And their environmental records speak for themselves. Yeah, they was on about that today, Liam. I saw a thing when they was on about these. People are randomly getting packets of seeds from China and Singapore and places like that. Yeah. And they're wondering why the fuck they're getting sent them. But yeah, Radio 4 suggested it's a like a shopping scam. Yeah, it might not be, but they reckon it's probably a shopping scam where if they get people to buy the stuff for like 1p, send it to random people, then they can do a thing with where they can then do the because they've officially bought it, they can rate the stuff very highly, and the seller gets a high rating. That kind of bollocks, some bullshit like that. Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting. That doesn't necessarily mean it's that, but yes, an interest. I thought maybe it's Japanese knotweed. Could be. Ian said either they're fun seeds like poppies or weed, or bad seeds to damage crops, or a boring scale. Sparrow, you're right, mate. He said we need our constitution. Weapons don't kill people. Twats and negligence kills people. Criminals don't care about a license and law. A lot just shits on freedom of choice for collectors and hobbyists. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, quite an interesting thing, these weird seeds. Dad said the seed thing is mainly in the US. Yes, but there have been people in the UK getting them. Maybe the Chinese have worked out how to create triffids. Yeah, funny thing is, Tactical just said triffids, just above you. Rob said, off topic. Don't forget to add Daryl's email for PayPal donations. I'll have to do that. Thank you, Rob, by the way. I did get confirmation of that. Thank you very much, mate. Yeah. Cheers, Rob. I probably won't put it on yet because eventually I should get my own back. Yeah. But cheers for that. That'll go towards some of the knife blanks and stuff that I'll be buying soon. Ghost Jesus, goddamn, if I get some, I might plant them in an enclosed environment, see what goes. Yeah. Carl said, have you heard that you need a reason to carry a illegal knife on transport? But you can't have a knife in a cab of a car unless locked or hard to access. Can't find that in legislation. I've not heard that or seen it either, mate. I'll look into that though. That's an interesting thing. Liam said, any news when you can pay me? As soon as my license comes back, you can have your money. Yeah, nightmare. Nah, still DVLA, Where am I? T2 said last night I went to the bargain booze. The care worker was kicking off at the staff because they wouldn't let her in without a mask. Fair play, the female supervisor came out the back and let her go on. Right, I said maybe the seeds are just Chinese syrups. Yeah. Yeah, no, still delete DVL alien. But yeah, we get it. RDP said they will send the seeds to all EU and English speaking countries. And any country that says bad things about China, you mark my words. Yeah, most people reckon they look like cucumber or marrow seeds. But yeah, very bizarre. Very bizarre. See you later, Lambo. Good night, mate. Liam said my grandma's death certificate took over 1 week, more than normal. Yeah, it's a very weird thing with this DVLA PayPal shit because the whole thing is quite awkward at the minute. One thing so what's happened is can't access my PayPal until I give them. You know this anyway, Liam, but this to everyone else. But I'll explain one more little added fuck up to it that makes it even more annoying. So PayPal won't pay me because I've had too much money in there. If you have a certain amount of money in there, they want you to show all your ID. I can't show them my ID because I haven't got a valid driving license at the minute. So I've sent my driving license off to the DVLA about 3 months ago. Maybe it was April, wasn't it? April, May, June, July. Yeah, 3 months ago, right? I haven't heard anything back from them. But I could at least check my bank, right? If I could check my bank and see that they've took the 16 quid out, I'd at least know that it was being processed, right? Well, I can't do internet banking because my little credit card thing, the little calculator thing doesn't work. I rang up the bank and asked for a new one. They said they'd send me one. They never sent me it. So I tried to do internet banking on my phone, set the whole thing up. You have to finish setting the process up with the little calculator thing. So I can't even check my bank to see whether the 16 quid's been took out by the DVLA to know that at least it's happening. So it's just been like fucking 4 months of fucking purgatory. It's a fucking nightmare. Yeah. And I get sent statements like every quarter, I think, or something like that. I don't get statements monthly. So yeah. Such stupid, just weird bollocks. Like it's the worst thing that could happen is happening with this money. And the thing that's more awkward about it, I know you're not too bothered, Liam, but half of it's Liam's as well, because we did a thing with the ads. Yeah, fucking nightmare. So I can't even check my bank to see, and also my local bank doesn't exist anymore because some people blew up the fucking either ripped the thing out, the card machines. I can't remember if they blew it up or pulled it out the wall. After someone did that, they never opened the bank again. They just shut it. Never opened it again. Weird as fuck. Buster said, "Have a good evening. Good chat as always. See you later, Buster." Sorry, I was having a bit of a rant then, but yeah, see you later, mate. Jen said, "Don't know why people bother to send seeds, to be honest. Don't need them. We have enough vegetables working in Tesco's." Jen said, "Zed, just so long as it's under 300 and don't have a locking blade or words like tactical or zombie on it. I suppose it depends on the local roses." Yeah, I think it was Ram Raiders. Yeah, the ATM. I can't remember if they blew it up or pulled it out. I think they might have done the old thing of nicking a digger, and pulling it out the wall. Or knocking it out the wall. But I know that they never fucking fixed the bank, and that's a fucking I can't remember what it is. It'll be a milkshake fucking place now. So yeah, I ain't even got a local bank. At least I could have walked to the bank. Yeah, it's a nightmare. So I can't even check that the DVLAs at least took the 16 quid, and then I'd know it's happening. Because for all I know, the fucking letter might have got lost. I am tempted to start the whole process again. Yeah, what it was, Sparrow. You're trying to get me into another thing, or I talk for 5 minutes. I can't access my PayPal unless I show them certain amounts of ID. There's too much money in there for me to lose, so I have to do it. And they want all these details, but they have to have some kind of photo ID. The only two they'll accept is a driving license, a valid driving license with a new picture, or a passport. I don't have a passport, so I can't. So I can't do it. And what I did, I renewed my driving license, and that's 4 months ago, and they've not replied to me. Yeah. Liam said they were saying on LBC though that passports are fucked in the same way. It might be genuine then. I've got a feeling it probably is just taking ages. It's not that it's lost or anything. It's just taking ages. Because even if you go on the DVLA website and try and contact them in any way about it, they say you can't do it. So I can't email them, I can't ring them, I can't do live chat for any of my category of what I want to talk to them about because they don't have the stuff. Yeah. Tactical said, "Give me your details, Mike. I'll check for you." James said, "Took me 2 months to get my license back in the post after sending off recorded delivery." Bloody joke. Yeah, it's pathetic, isn't it? Yeah, it done out that when I sent them it was just when they started, when the COVID stuff really kicked in. Ghost G said, "What I heard is a valid driver's license with a nude picture." Thanks, so. RDP says, "Show a knife, nothing. Show the same knife painted bright green. Everyone loses their shit." Yeah. Because it's now an assault knife. Now, I wonder what they'd do if they saw this thing with multicoloured striped handles. I've not got COVID, by the way. Or maybe I have, I don't know. Maybe I'm one of the super spreaders. Nah, if I was, everyone would be fucked in my ass by now. Maybe I'll have to do some piss takes of the old zombie knife and do like an opposite of a zombie knife and do maybe a pink handle and some I'll test it. I'll do like maybe I don't know what kind of handle, and then peace signs on the blade. Maybe it'll be a peace knife, peace offering. I don't know. Sparrow said, "That's weird. I did mine last month. Sent it for rapid post as needed it for work, and had the license 2 and a bit weeks later. Fuck, maybe it's, I don't know, Sparrow. Maybe, what was it to do? To get, what did you have to do? I had to send off the sheet and a new picture. Was it that? That's weird, isn't it, Sparrow? Maybe I'll have to do it again then. I was going to say, I found a nice knife in the house today. I'll find something like that. Yeah, sounds good to me. Lottie P said, you just tell them it's a gender neutral knife. Yeah. I ain't reading all that out. But yes, exactly. All the 28 genders. James said, hey, Mike, just between me and you, you should own. Do you own something you shouldn't? No, I got nothing I shouldn't. So I like came on just then. James said, zombie on the side of the blade and there was a zombie. Yeah. Stephen said, are you selling any knives or sword? Not at the minute, mate. Not at the minute, but I might do. I mean, I'm tempted. I'm tempted now, Sparrow, to maybe redo it. I'll tell you what I might do. I might see if I can do it online. But what kind of picture would you need? Where'd you get the picture from? If it's in a digital. Dan said, finally bought a lever action pellet rifle. Nice one. Nice. What was it? Yeah, as RDP said, which one? Oliver says, Jamie Ross, a police officer. Who knows? Maybe. Look what you're getting accused of now, Jamie. Sparrow said, no new pick was needing renewed as my HGV entitlement license was needing renewed. Still a new license. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, fuck knows. I don't know. I have heard some are getting done quicker though. When I read on it, maybe yours classed as one of those, like an important one. You know what I mean? But there are some stuff that they are getting done quicker from what I read. Maybe that's where you've got it quicker there. I think they are putting some things more important than others. Are you classed as like a key worker as well? And I'm pretty sure they said key workers, if they're doing it, get it done before someone else would. Oh, Umer's Cowboy Legend, nice one. Irishman said a double-headed axe is a symbol of lesbianism. So I suppose you could carry one of them around. As long as you wear a rainbow badge to back it up. There you go. AUF, how do you pronounce that? Off? Sorry for butchering your name then. He said, do you think they'll make us license our DX in the future with all this notifying the Home Office business, similar to a shotgun? Possibly, mate. Possibly. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I think they'll definitely carry on doing this weird, pathetic. Yeah, you've got to register them with the Home Office, but you just send an email and they don't even put it on a database. What is the point in that? Yeah, I reckon they'll carry on with that bollocks. Maybe they'll just keep it like that. I'm not really sure because I don't know what their weird. What is their weird massive fear of DX suddenly? Yeah, especially in this country. But I don't know. Hopefully now, are we fully out of the EU now? Maybe that stuff won't, because the UK didn't seem to have much problem with DX. Really, did they? I think, Sparrow, you probably got yours so quick because of being a key worker. I did read on the website that key workers, because you, being a key worker, you'd still be allowed to message them and ring them up as well. Because I'm not a key worker, they won't accept my call. You know what I mean? Or even emails. But if you're a key worker, they'll do it and they'll fast track it for you. It does seem weird it's taking so long. Danton also got an SLR baton for my DXSR. Nice one. You're off, RD Pills. You're saying goodbye to someone else. Number two is a database is so they can track the DX, come back for them if they decide to ban them. Weird old shit, isn't it? Might as well advertise them. Anybody got a pistol crossbow? The new modern ones will want a quiver. £12.50. £10 for the quiver and bolts. £2.50 postage. Fits any bolts, so it's universal. Proper mount. Email me, weaponcollector1@aol.co.uk. Yeah, and there's shirts. There's shirts. Mugs. I'm under arrest for impersonating a wrestler. Ghost Jesus said, if I had a pistol crossbow, I'd buy one. Cheers, mate. I appreciate it. Still waiting for some of my the messages. Thing is, I left it so long, not all the people are messaging me back now. James said I was an ass pattern online a while back, but never arrived. Yeah, they're illegal to own now. That's actually illegal to own, James. So if you do get it, don't tell no one. Rob said, if I knew anything about crossbows, I would. Sparrow said, I still need a custom 10.5-inch quiver for the RX. Lad, need to send some bolts. I'll buy some. I've actually probably gonna buy a Cobra R9 soon. So it's the same essential body, isn't it? Once I've got that, I'll be able to work out some good quivers for it. Yeah, I'll sort you out, Sparrow. That'll be coming soon. Rich said, Mike, you need a model of some big jugs and fat ass to shield the crossbow quivers. Get some sound. I think so. Maybe I'll just start including a picture of that in it. Superimpose some pictures of this on like Jordan's tits or something. James said I'd get a pistol crossbow soon before they ban them. You did say that, yeah, but you said cannon. Dad said, I don't think it leaving the EU will make any difference to our weapons laws. Each country in the EU have different laws to each other. Yeah, I don't think ours will get any better, but I just mean now we won't keep, because the last ones that happened, Zed, I thought the last couple of, I may be wrong anyway, I thought the last couple of DEAC laws we had was from the EU. Yeah, I don't think ours will get better, but at least we won't be getting some forced on us by the EU. That's what I mean. But yeah, I agree with you there. Dan said, where do I get a bulk quiver from? You email me, weaponcollector1@aol.co.uk, and then you pay for it and I'll send you it. That's not a joke either. Here's the email. It's in the description. Just message me there. Hey, Mike, can I buy a quiver? And I'll send you it the same night you pay for it. ASP battens, RDP. Yeah, extendable battens are legal to own in your own. Yeah. Yeah, I've got on my list after I should be getting a bit of donation money, sold some quivers. I've got a GearBest payout and my Patreon payout. I should have enough money left over to buy a Cobra R9. And then I'll be able to sort out quivers for that. I think it'd be better if I had the crossbow anyway, because I'd like to see where, because doesn't that have two weaver rails down the side as well? You could probably put two quivers on there and they'd be out the way. Yeah. It's just I'd have to change the mounts. So, but if I've got the thing, I can do it. Rob said, film question. Have you watched the Western Chisholm? I bought that today. And also WO Moonrake and also Russian from... No, I've not seen Chisholm. I don't think I have anyway. I've heard of it. Sparrow said, yeah, same exact body, but on the two nibs on the top for the magazine on the adder. Nice one. Yeah, all right. Yep. I shall sort that out soon, mate. Carl said, whereabouts could I get covert body armor? Do you want it new or do you want it second hand? I would just look up covert body armor on eBay, personally. Rob said, how much do you need to move these products on? You know, I'll be honest with you, with this that's coming, I'm for quivers, I'm sorted. I've got a box of 20 up there and extra bits. So I'm all right for that. Most of the things I'm all right at. I'm all right for at the minute, Rob. Yeah, I am managing to sort of keep ahead of it, if that makes sense. James said automatic extendable battens are now banned. So basically anything that has a compact, concealable, no need police can use. No offense, Officer Ross. RDP said I still have mine from a previous job. When did that batten law come in? Straight battens aren't either. No. That came in about a year ago, Rob. About the only kind of batten that's legal now. Yeah. Side-handed battens are illegal. Straight battens are illegal. Extendable battens are illegal. About the only batten you'll find now that's legal are these, because it technically gets fatter as it goes along. But if that was completely, like a flat stick, this is how I've worked it out anyway. As far as I'm aware, these old style truncheons, because they get fatter, is still legal. But if that was a perfectly straight stick, like a sort of like a nightstick, I suppose, that would be illegal. Yeah. Been looking for this for fucking ages. Yeah, that's still legal, the old style ones. But yeah, pretty much all modern ones. Yeah, but Tomfers are still legal. Bizarre, isn't it, Riggs? Kenjiro, you right, mate? He said, Mr. Drax, take a great step for mankind. Yeah, Moonwrecker. Ghosty says, I know that Ireland banned all the ninja weapons after their politicians watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, cheers for that, Zed. I won't say, but yeah. Extendable flashlights? Not sure. I'm not sure because it has got a. No, I think that'd be all right. Carl said, but screamer sticks are fine. Yes, because yeah, it's bizarre. Screamer sticks are fine again. They're the same, just a different name. Sparrow said, Brooklyn Shorty, good supplement for a baton. Yes. Yeah, I've got a rounder's bat as well. A rounder's bat will still be fine. And a straight stick would probably be fine, or a metal bar. It's just if it says it's a bat, if it's designed as a baton, it's illegal. If it's a straight stick or a metal pole, it's legal still. T2s, I've still got my throwing stars from back in the day. IDP says Tomfers are a martial arts weapon, so it isn't considered a police baton, exactly. But you know what they mean. It's essentially exactly the same, but it's bizarre that, yeah, they don't ban one but ban the other. Richard said, I guess Ireland's politicians didn't realise Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was a work of fiction. Zed said to RDP, said, yeah, got rid of that for you, RDP, just in case. Yeah, good idea, Zed. I saw you do that and I thought, yes, good. James said, drill it in half, halfway down the batten, fill it with lead. Mike, for added weight. What this? This ain't getting touched, mate. This is my dad's, and it's going in there. I'm going to clean it up. This is heavy anyway. This is heavy. I don't know what wood this is, but it's very heavy and very fucking dense. This is going in a display case. It needs cleaning up because it's been used as a fucking hammer. But yeah, if this wasn't sentimental, yeah, James, good idea. Carl said, but they still sell the side-handed battens and call them Tomfers. James said, Beaver's tail slappers things, are they banned? No, they're not. No, I've always found that bizarre. No, those slappers, blackjacks, are not banned for some reason. I think companies was encouraged not to sell them, but they're not actually banned. They're not on any list in this country. Rob says, unbelievable the weapons that are banned. Yet kitchen knives free to buy, like axes. Yeah, exactly. It makes the whole thing pointless, don't it? You can't just ban one type of knife and expect it to affect anything, because it won't. Kendira said, do you have a nightstick like Big Boss Man? I used to have all that kind of stuff. I used to have extendable battens, nightsticks and all that, but I had to destroy them all. My nightstick that had a blade in it became a Warhammer. What else? My straight battens I just cut up because they were just bits of wood anyway. Extendable battens, I broke them all up but kept the handles because the handles could be used for something as well. But I bent the actual bits and chucked them away. It's just trying to think. I ain't got any though. I've got rid of them all because I can't. RDP, yeah, Lignum V. I probably tactical. It's very dense and very heavy for a bit of wood. You know, that size. Lovely thing. RDP says, like the stupid law that says you cannot import full length katana, but you can bring in a shorter wakizashi. And the wakizashi is the one that's easier to carry and consider. Exactly. Utterly bizarre, isn't it? James, yeah, totally, mate. Wouldn't touch it. It was your dad's, yeah. But I get what you're saying, James. Sorry, yeah, I sort of, yeah, pointed that out before I should have. But yes, I get what you mean. Yeah, that would be great to put a bit of yeah, drill it and put a bit of lead in it, definitely, mate. Ghost Jesus said, come to think of it, can you carry a mag light? If you've got an equally effective alternative. Yeah, I carried a mag light last night. No, not last night. When was it? Thursday night. I carried at 12 o'clock at night a mag light. Yeah. I like to go out. So yes, you can. Yeah, I've got mag lights. I ain't got the big ones because I think this is an adequate size anyway. So it's got, I've modified mine, so it's got a lanyard, so you can't drop it or have it took off of you. And mine has also got can't remember how to do it now. It's got a strobe though. To get the strobe to come on this fucking thing, I can't remember. I thought you just held it down. I think the batteries are running out, but it dims as well. So that's the lowest setting. That's the highest setting, and the button's there now. And if you twist that bit round, there's a charging port that side. I made that with it's basically got a through night torch like glued inside it. Did I say Warhammer? Well, my Warhammer that I made, like a small Warhammer. But the shaft of this is what was a straight batten that had a blade in it. That's illegal, so I just turned it into something better. But that's homemade. Yeah, exactly, Zed. Walking sticks illegal. Yeah, that's what I mean. Walking sticks illegal, big flashlights illegal, heavy duty umbrellas illegal. James said hollow Coubertons are banned. Also, this is crazy considering the kitchen knives you buy. Exactly. James said nuclear LED lights and mag lights are so much better than old halogen. I know they're shite. The old halogen ones. Yeah, so because I couldn't afford at the time to buy the upgrade, I just made my own upgrade. But yeah. But this does strobes somehow, but I can't remember how you do it. But that's got an 18650 torch in it. Yeah, so you turn it on that way, turn it around to charge it. And it's a decent size. Got about fucking loads of shit to clean up again, like usual. I don't know, Kenji. I suppose it could be. It's of my own design, really. But yeah, quite a fucking deadly thing, though. Nice big spike on it. I like the one I did Liam. The one I made Liam is slightly better than this one. But this was like the first one I did, and I've sort of perfected it with Liam's. Cheers, Carl. Sparrow said I could use that for tapping truck wheel nuts. Are those multi-tool type spades illegal? As they have a blade. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I suppose technically it's a fixed blade, isn't it? But I doubt it. Yeah, as Zed said, it's a tool. That makes a slight difference as well, don't it? If something's a tool, it's slightly different, isn't it? Same way, it's the same thing with I don't think they'll ever ban machetes, because technically machetes are tools. You can't start banning tools. Might do though. Yeah, I reckon if people in London was going around, you know, like that was their main thing, they might. But Carl said, but don't the LED mag lights have a low lumen count? You get a pocket torch. Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, I don't know, Carl. In this is a 1000 lumen 18650 flashlight. You can see it in there. Look, it's just glued in. So I took all the insides of this out, glued that torch in. Yeah, so it's 18650, maybe more than 1000 lumens. Might be 1500. It's even got a hollow handle as well. So I can take this bit off. I don't know if it's got the. And in here I've got the charging wire. Oh, and the instructions. I'll tell you which torch is in there then. In there is a. Inside this mag light is a Neutron 2C flashlight, which is 1100 lumens. But yeah, just meant I didn't have to buy an upgrade for it. And as you say, if the upgrades aren't very good. Taxra just asking as the blade is hidden, so to speak. Yeah, I'm not sure, mate. But I don't know. I don't know. I suppose it all depends what you're doing, don't it, as well? I have got videos on this, Kyle, I think. I don't know if you'd have to have a look. I've definitely got videos on this. I can't remember if I showed how to make it, though. Yeah, look up Maglite on my channel and you'll find it. I've got two. This is the better of the two. I've got two modded Maglites that have essentially got another torch inside them. I'll show you the other one in a second. T2 said, my mate was a taxi driver years back. If it wasn't for his Maglite, what he did to the guys that tried to work him over, I don't think he would be here now. Fair play to the police. They blacked him up, though. Ah, that's good. Yeah. They're very good things, really, aren't they? T2. Yeah, and that's good that it went his way at least. They must have done. You know, I think if it's justified, the police can understand that most of the time. Kendira said you got a butterfly knife. Still have mine. No, they're illegal to own now. You can't have butterfly knives. In fact, I was showing Richard, Liam, and Peach the other night and Tactical. I've got my butterfly knife blades. I've kept the blades because I'm going to make them into something. But yeah, I haven't got no butterfly knives now. James said, I love the Warhammer, Mike. Might buy a meat tenderizer and convert it into Warhammer. Nice lightweight. That sounds good. Carl said, did you make a video on how you customize it? Yeah, I think, have a look, Carl. Look on my channel. I'm sure there is. Yeah, butterfly knives are illegal to own in the UK now. RDP said, when I moved over here, I brought all my swords with me. 2 of them are prohibited imports without a permit. So I got a letter from a sensei at the dojo saying I needed it for martial arts. They said, well, technically, a fixed blade in a sheath has its blade hidden, but they're still legal to own and carry. Yeah, good point there. RP said, of all of them 18 swords, only 2 katanas were prohibited. I did get them in there. Oh, nice one. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that makes a difference if they're for martial arts, I think. Rob said again, the daft part is someone could just buy a piece of heavy wood. Exactly. Jod125, right, mate? He said, when are they not? I thought ballet songs were always illegal. No, they was illegal to import, export, buy or sell. But technically, if you could get one in the country or you had one before they was banned, you could still own it. Yeah. So technically you shouldn't, after they was banned, there shouldn't have been any new ballet songs in this country legally bought or sold. But somehow if you could get one into the country illegally, you was allowed to keep it. It's very bizarre, our laws, but that's why they changed it. Even said, is there a good baton light? Not sure, mate. I worry about the baton lights. The problem is the baton lights look too much like a weapon. You don't want to risk stuff like that. You're better off. I've got a baton light. I would never carry it because it looks like you're carrying a baton. That's the issue. If you're walking along with something that look like that, you're a lot more likely to get stopped because it looks like you're walking around with a baton. Or someone might even call the police because you're walking around with what looks like a baton. You're much better off with a mag light or something, or a big heavy torch, because it's just a torch, and that people don't mistake it for that. Thanks, Rob. I tell you what, it's what's the saying? Necessity is the motherhood of invention. Yeah, and a lot of the things I make, it's purely because I can't afford to buy it, so I think of some way to make it myself. The other one I did isn't quite as good. This ain't got no batteries in it. This has actually got a pen light in it. Lights up quite good, and the button is on the back. So you would press that in, and it would turn it on, turn it off, a lanyard again. Yeah. That's got a 2 AAA, and what you do, you just take that off, and it gives you access to that lid. You undo that, change batteries. Yeah, and that's got a switch on the bottom. Completely homemade. Tactical said that's what I was on about before, mate. Baton light, my bad. Oh, all right, nice one, yeah. Only piece in my house, mate, has a pick handle behind his reclining chair in the living room, and also one in his bedroom. If he ever uses it on an intruder, he'll be screwed by the law. But at least he'll be alive. Yeah, exactly. James said you can buy baton lights off Wish. And you can watch T-Rex Arms video. I've got a baton torch somewhere. I don't know what the fuck I've done with it though, unless I got rid of it. But I've got a baton torch somewhere. I'm sure I wouldn't have got rid of it. But it is just a torch, and it's like that kind of shape, so it should still be legal because it's not straight. Yeah, do you know what? I don't know where it is. I've not been able to find it. But I would never carry it because of what it looks like. It looks like a baton. If I'm walking around with that, it'll look like I'm walking around with a baton in my hand. It might be down there. Rita said, seen the person who kept walking around with an umbrella that had a handle like a katana. He was doing this for attention. So he ended up in the paper. Even got the police call on him. I think you would. Yeah. They look nice, those kind of things. But yeah, walking around with a fucking umbrella with a katana handle, yeah, you are asking for trouble. You know, if you're walking around town or something like that, that's not a clever idea, really. Some people do these things, you know, they just, I don't know. It's the whole thing. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it. Yeah, he's not committing any crimes doing that. But that doesn't mean the police still won't stop you. And the issue is, in a way, the police should stop you. Because what would happen if they didn't stop him and that was a fucking sword and he was just about to go and, you know, yeah. So you can't blame, yeah, just because you can doesn't mean you should. I think a lot of people forget that. Dad said they should ban boomerangs, in my opinion. Threw one 2 years ago. When it came back, it nearly took my head off. I threw it in a bush and ran. Oh, like sake, I live in fear ever since. Yeah, if you're looking over your shoulder for the rest of your life. James said, I prefer an umbrella with a pistol handle. Yeah, you imagine, yeah. And a fucking little magazine hanging off the bit where you unclip it. Fuck's sake. But yeah, you know, there's technically nothing wrong with doing that, but I don't think it's a good idea. I won't go too much into this, but it's a bit like you see these videos on YouTube with the blokes who do the open carry rifles in certain states because they legally can, and then they film the police like the police are doing something wrong. And I know he can legally carry it, but I think it's a good idea for the police to be checking on these people because the police don't know and innocent people don't know. They could be going to shoot people up. And if the police didn't stop them, imagine the shit they would get in. RDPs, I carried a baton and a 6-cell Maglite at work. Ended up ditching the baton and just used a Maglite. The diameter of it was the same as a baton, similar length. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're better off with a torch. You got two things with it. You know what I mean? You can use it as a torch and whatever. Yeah, exactly. Rob, that's what I would do. Richard said, ended up getting the armed police deployed and getting shot doing that, James. Oh, what did James say? Oh, with the I think he's joking about the pistol. Pervez, he said there are paracord and ball bearings which are legal and stuff. Yeah, the old monkey fist, is it? Pervaz, you right, mate, by the way? James said, Mike, what's the pistol on the far right of the big board? Far right. Do you mean that one there? Or that one there? Because it's backwards for me. Do you mean this one? Because for me, that's the left. And this is my left hand. Do you mean that one? That is, I think it's a Daisy 2002 repeating air pistol. I can't remember what it is. Daisy 2003, is it? It's like a 32 shot repeater. Kanjira said a boomerang with a blade like Mad Max. Be careful when it comes back. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, fingers may be lost. Exactly. Steven said, what is a real good torch? I'm not sure, in all honesty. Iron Man Spartan recommended me a good modern Maglite alternative. So it's, it's a big torch, reasonably big head on it, all metal. I think it takes D cells though. I'm not much of a fan of D cells nowadays though. I prefer something like 18650. That was a tactical tip. Home bargain though, a cheap LED Maglite, $2.99. There you go. That's cheap as fuck as well. James said, just a joke, guys. I'm a law-abiding citizen, of course. Ghost Jesus said, remember, in the US, there is no correct course of action once the police are called for a bogus weapons call. Been there, done that. But I said, no, not monkey fists. They are made in the UK. Rosary beads. Oh, I thought you were saying you said it wrong. All right, nice one. Oh, instead of being plastic beads. Oh, I get you now. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I thought you was correcting yourself, and an autocorrect had said rosary beads instead of ball bearings. Nice one. James and O-light torches are good, but most Cree type zoomable torches are good. Just depends on how much you want to spend. Yeah. John said, has anyone ever called the police on you? I don't think anyone's ever called the police on me. I've been raided by the police about 6 times though. Yeah. 6 times, maybe 7 in 20 years. Last time was 2019, November 2019. So, yeah. Or was it 2018? I can't remember, but not long ago. Maybe 2017. It wasn't long ago anyway when I got raided last. I think it's 2017, wasn't it? But I don't think that's anyone calling the police. I think half the time, I don't know what it is why we get, yeah. I don't know. But it's not people calling the police, if that makes sense. Yeah, stainless steel anal beads. Well, people often go on about carrying a great big dildo for some reason. I don't know why they recommend me that kind of shit. D2 said, anyone heard the ghost of Buggan Lane in Neston? Got mine had a few hours at my mate's pizza place delivering the night for cash. Came in freaking out that he'd seen it in the middle of the road. What I went, but no, I never heard of that. Very bizarre. T-Bone Snake, right, mate? So back in the day, long before LEDs were around, I had the 6L mag light mounted on a Tasco scope, sat on top of a Webley Vulcan, rifle weight, a fucking ton. I've done the same thing. A fucking D-cell mag light. This one. I've had this on, actually, no, well, I want that one. It was this one on top of a, yeah, on top of a fucking, so the 6 cell, that'd be as long as the fucking rifle. I've had this on the BSA Lightning before. Yeah, mounted over the fucking scope. RDP said, so you're overdue a raid. Well, about every 4 years. So I've got a couple of years yet, I think. Rob, maybe 2 more years. Not overdue quite yet. Seems to be about every 4 or 5 years. Mark said, just wondered, what site did you get your Horizon £80 pistol crossbow from? Wanted to buy one today, but they're sold out. Mark, I shall have a quick look for you. I think I got mine from Merlin Archery. Let me have a look, see if they got any. Oh, they've got a tell you what they have got in there. Scorpion PXB50, and it's a Tron, but looks slightly better. Bit dearer though. I'm just having a look for the Tomcat. Not the Tomcat, the Horizon though. See if they got any in. No, they haven't got any, Mark. Where else is there? You looked at the actual Horizon website. Prepper's Shop might have them. Prepper's Shop sold out. Horizon. Yeah, they seem to be hard to get at the minute, Mark. Nate, you right, mate? RDP says same with SAS mounted D-cell maglots and their MP5s. Must have been heavy as fuck. Yeah, it must have been. But in them days, that would have been the best you could get, wouldn't it? There's a foot-long breaker bar for easing wheel nuts removal. Does me in the car in case of road drift. That's the thing. If you carry anything in your car, it's got to be a tool. It can't be anything, because anything else is it's legal because it's a weapon. But yeah, they can't stop you having a spanner in your car if it's to get your wheel off. Carl said, what's the difference between the RX and the R9? Not sure. Someone who's bought them might be able to tell you. Pave said, called Rugged Rosary, legal daily carry. Can be used to break hands and slap the shit out of assholes. Nice one. That's a good tip. I'd never heard of that, Pavez. Rob said, hit the nail on the head there. That may be the problem. People run around with things they shouldn't have on them, and the outcome is simply down to whatever happens. Jamie said, what reactions do people have when they come into your house and see your stuff for the first time? No, I don't know. Some people, I've had people really interested in trying to take things off the wall without asking me, which is annoying. I've never had any bad reactions though, but I think I could judge someone before. You know what I mean? I think I could judge someone's reaction if they wouldn't like it. I wouldn't let them in here, sort of thing. But yeah, most people are fine with it. James said he's still keeping an eye out for the Horizon stuff. I'll have a look for people if you want, but yeah, the 2 or 3 websites I just looked at didn't have any. That said, Krypton bulbs were must have for a flashlight back in the day. Liam said, just got a good photo of a full moon for the night vision. Nice one. You can put that on, Liam, or yeah, share it to the old Twitter if you want. I'll do a late one again tonight. I'm not going to say what time, but yeah, I'll do a late one. I'm about to keep you guessing nowadays. I've still got a Black Widow catapult as well, Kenji. I was looking at mine the other day. There's a box just where that thing is. There's a box under there with all my knives and some other things. Yeah, my Black Widow's in there. Yeah, hopefully that'll help you out, Jeevan. Yeah, I ain't going off at 11, but that way. James said, yeah, krypton bulbs were best at the time. Spare bulb, get in the screw grab on the swing. That's it. That's it. You're right, Freddie. You're on a bit late, aren't you? How you doing, mate? But yeah, my late night EDC nearly always consists of that because I do like to be able to see where I'm going. With that 18650 torch, I can see all the way down the road with that as well. Yeah. The lanyard on it, massive bonus as well. There's no way you'd ever drop that. But I can show you how to do that with a normal maglite as well. I don't know why maglites don't have lanyards. They ought to put lanyards on them, proper lanyards. Carl said, but aren't maglites a bit weak? Like it doesn't take much to break them. That's actually quite thick. I think the problem is the light would break and then your light don't work, but the actual maglite body itself is pretty good. That's quite now when I looked into these, they're quite thick. Yeah, they're not that thin, and they've got a big lot of thread. All depends what people are hitting as well. If you're testing it on something like a a brick wall or something, then that's not a realistic test. But if you want to ignore the light in there, but that's reasonably thick. And the head is very thick. That little stag is thick. Spelt the way he spelt it. Yeah, I need to replace these batteries in here, run out. Dad said, where am I? Kenjiro said never did buy them metal balls for it, just use stones. Yeah, I've got some for it, but I never bought them. They came with it, I think. Dad said for the crossbows we're sold out a few days after lockdown. Maybe idiots thought they could kill the virus if they aimed to bolt it. Yeah. Jesus, I still got Black Widow, but the bands are split to death. Freddie said I was at a restaurant. Nice one, mate. James said, yeah, get a new Barnet red power bands. Funny is, I think I have got some of those. RDP said, no, maglights are tough. I've knocked mine on several people over the years and they still work a treat. Yeah, exactly. They're reasonably, it's got a lot of thread as well. It's not like a little bit of thread. They've got a reason, a lot of tests you see online are slightly redundant, I find, because they're not realistic. Because they test things on things that don't move. A human body is not completely rigid. It moves and it reacts, and it's not hard like a wall or whatever, or metal post. I see that with loads of tests online. And people try to claim their tests are realistic. That's partly why I made Zombot and made him soft. He's soft and he moves. I deliberately made him on that chair, so when you hit him, he goes like that. Because a real person does not stand there like a fucking metal post. Dad said, oh, maybe they were scared of the ruthless gangs of thugs storm their homes in search of the bog roll stash. Exactly. No, I believed you, RDP. I totally, yeah. James said, what do you use to fix your stuff to the wall? Yeah, cup hooks. Yeah, there's a big plywood board and then cup hooks. James said, don't need stainless steel balls. Much better for accuracy than marbles. Oh, steel balls, yeah, nice one. Don't need stainless steel balls, but they're much better for accuracy than marbles. All right, yeah, nice one. IDP said, I was not joking about that either. There's a reason the emergency service and prisons use them. Oh, yeah, I know that now. I know that. Yeah, and I knew you weren't joking. Nate said, when I work for security companies, I have one of those mag lights. Blue, just like that one. Nice one. Carl said to IDP, even the lens, I've been told the switch is easy to break from dropping and such. I've never hit anyone with a mag light, but if it ever got stuck against something and the light didn't work, I wouldn't give a shit, in all honesty. That'd be the last of my thoughts if the light didn't work anymore. But yeah, good old lanyard on it. Ain't coming out your hand at all. T2 said to James McFadden, I've bought a new catapult with flat bands, but still prefer my original Black Widow. I've never got into catapults, in all honesty, over the years. Oh, yeah. I don't know if this is the actual Black Widow, but yeah, I forgot I had this one out, in all honesty. This is a Barnet. Yeah, it says Barnet on it. Barnet Black Widow, isn't it? Yeah. Just checking it before I put it back. I don't want to get fucking, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot I had that in that drawer because it wasn't the actual one I was looking at. Yeah, I think the other one I've got yellow bands on that are shorter. Why is what grey Kendira? What the pouch? Not sure. It's just the one that came with it. It's a nice thick leather pouch, that one as well. Jumble Sale Boo said the original Black Widows from the 80s had a thinner handle with no ribs. Yeah, the other one I've got's more like that. It's still not an 80s one though. Nice one, T2. Said every wheelbarrow I changed back in the day was my ammo. RDP said the thing is with mag lights, they are usually for work situations. For personal lights, I'd get LED lens, a stream light or O light. Yeah. Well, it all depends what I'm using and what I'm doing. If I'm going on a late night walk and I suspect I might meet some cunts, then I'm taking that mag light. Because it strobes, it's got a very powerful light that could light up someone from 150 meters away. But, you know, if I was out with other people or something or going somewhere normal, it'd just be something like that. You know, or in the garden or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Just something normal. Little, you know, that's a through night, that one. I've got some O lights. I've got a wow tack. I've got I can't remember what the other one is. But yeah, these sort of 18650 things. Perfect, really, aren't they? There's a T2, never tried the flat bands yet. Anglo Arms do copies of Black Widow, still prefer the Cobra and the Pro Diablo. And you said, yeah, my pouch is black. Yeah, that catapult's at least getting on for 20 years old, though, I'd say. Then to have one of those Black Widow catties, but in my left wrist is knackered. I have trouble using it. That's a shame, Dad. Stephen said, have you seen those gloves with lead balls in the knuckles? No. I think I know what you mean, though. Yeah. They're probably similar to I can't remember what they're called now. Liam's got some Public order gloves, is that what they're called? Richard said, just the thought of the advantage of the bow made of oryx horns as over the wood. Hunting situation. If the animal you are hunting charges, you have a 6-foot spike to start to very that's a good idea. Yeah. Exactly, Rich. Yeah. Nice one. Sap gloves, that's it. Riggs, yeah, I couldn't think. Yeah, I like that idea, Rich. Yeah, you got a fucking spear as well, haven't you? Nate said, O light, stream light are the best note. Yeah, O lights are amazing lights. Yeah, O lights are definitely the best lights I've ever had. But I've sold them all because they're worth a lot of money, so I end up selling them. I'm more likely to keep a 10 quid torch than a 80 quid torch because I can make a bit of money off the 80 quid torch. Do you know what I mean? Because I can still sell it for 50 quid. Someone's getting a brand new torch that's been used once for 50 quid, and I'm getting 50 quid out of it. With a torch, I probably wouldn't want to use because I wouldn't want to carry around an 80 quid torch. But O-lights are decent. Tactical said, I know from personal experience that strobe mode works well. Yeah, you could tell it would anyway, but as you say, if you've done it, yeah. D2 said, buy a magnetic wristband and load up the bearings on it. Pave said, can't add a YouTube link. It's grazed the comment out, so I think it's censored. Yeah, the problem is, Pave, non-mods can't share links. Share the title to the video, and then I might be able to look at it and share it myself. That's it, Joe. Sap gloves, yeah. But I think they sell them on eBay as public order gloves. Kanjiro said, sure, they did more of an expensive Black Widow with some sites. Yeah, I think they did, yeah. Yeah. Carl said, is there American-made pocket torches? Well, yeah, I think O-Light's probably American, isn't it? I don't know. I'm not sure. It's got to be. Yeah, there's loads of them. Carl, yeah, definitely. Jim said, Mike, have you got a bug-up bag? Yeah, I have. I've got 3 bug-up bags. I've got a never coming home bag, a bug-up bag, and then a short-term bug-up bag. If you have to bug out in a hurry, where would you go? For me, it'd be a big forest near me with a big cave. In all honesty, I'm not sure where I'd go because there's not a lot of places I could go. So it'd be more of just keep traveling, probably sticking reasonably close to rivers so that you can get fresh water regularly. Because, I think people forget that. If you bug out to areas where there's no water, where the fuck are you going to get water easily? I know you can get water, but, if you're trying to survive or whatever, you want water easily. You don't want to be fucking about trying to get water. You know what I mean? Oh, Rosary Slap. All right, then, Pervase. I'll have a quick look. Is that the channel or the video? Is it in black and white? Urban Combatives. Yeah, Combatives. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Got a bloke with an Under Armour Athletics t-shirt. He even said, can you have sap gloves in the UK? Liam's got some. I don't know whether you're allowed to wear them out though, or what would happen if you got caught with them. You could probably get done for them potentially. I don't know because it's sap gloves. Well, I don't know. Sap gloves, they're made for hitting, aren't they? I suppose. So they would be classed as a weapon if you got caught with them. Unlike Doc Marten boots with steel toe caps. I was going to compare them to those. They're for safety reasons. I don't think sap gloves are made for safety reasons, are they? So I think you'd probably get done if you had them out on you. But yeah, you can legally buy them and own them. But I don't know about wearing them. And if you get caught by the police, I don't know what would happen if you got caught wearing them. How would you justify that? But I don't know because it's the gloves, isn't it? Yeah, the problem is, Carl, there's not a lot of companies who do big Maglite style torches, I've noticed. I've only ever found one other company, and it's like a Chinese company that sells a very similar to the Maglite torch for less than 50 quid. Like Olight do a big torch. It'd probably cost you $400 though. Or 300, $300 or something, because it's like 250 quid. Yeah, well, there you go, RDP. That's what I thought. Yeah, I just wasn't sure. I don't like to state things unless I definitely know. Someone will just correct me on here. But yeah, I suspected that. Yeah, but they are made for one thing. Yeah, well, there you go. There you go. I've shared it, mate. Yeah, there you go. I'll share it again. This is the video for those, whatever that was called, the rosary slap, which was the rosary beads made of steel, basically. Slap gloves are basically weighted gloves, Freddie. Carter, but I don't think they're on any lists. No, I don't. They're not on any lists, meaning they're legal to own and that. But the problem is, anything that's designed as a weapon, when you're carrying it, instantly becomes an offensive weapon. Same with, let me think of a couple of things that are legal. Legal to own. I can't think off the top of my head. But yeah, there's a couple of things, there's quite a few things that are legal to own, but they are weapons. Meaning you can have it on private property. It's a bit like that. I can legally own that, but if I take that out on the street, it's an offensive weapon. I know it's not quite the same thing, but James said I wear carbon knuckle Fox Moto gloves. That's different, and I've got some gloves like that. The difference is, this is the difference. These gloves are made to protect your hands, right? These gloves are made to protect your hands. SAP gloves are made for knocking people out, basically, hurting people. That's actually really to protect your hands. So you can get away with that because it's just a glove with protection on it. It's not made for punching. Yeah. But SAP gloves, that's their sole reason, really. So you can't really make out that, I don't know, you're wearing them to keep your hands warm, and maybe you wanted to do weights at the same time. I don't know. Jamie said, you made a video before of that Chinese Diak on the wall. Still looking to sell it. You wanted £125. All right, you give me 150 quid to get it deactivated to the new state, and then I will sell you it for an extra 800 quid. All right, it's yours. I accept PayPal, check, or bank transfers. Zed said, anyway, I'll do this. Have you made the chakra yet, Mike? Just in case you're missing it. Fuck's sake. No, I haven't. He gives up on things and comes back to new things. So yeah, it's this fucking chakram now, isn't it? You give up on the axe and the rifle, slingshot rifle. Carl said, can't you just say both types are to protect your hands? Plus, at the end of the day, both types will help you. Well, the thing is, it's not down to you in the long run. You can say you're wearing it to keep your hands warm. If the police say you're carrying it as a weapon and the court agrees, and it's a glove that's designed as a weapon, you'll probably get done for it. Tempting, yeah, exactly. Protecting your hands from numpties, yeah, exactly. RDP says, fuck, I'm watching this video, it's brilliant. What, the black and white one? Zed said, how about slingshot rifle? When are you doing that? Yeah. Same time I do the shack round. Freddie, good night, mate. See you later. Richard, I remember seeing the roofing hammer on your to-do list. Yeah. Fuck's sake. You know, the thing is, well, the problem, what fucking Slingshot Warrior has these ideas, but doesn't realise the fucking thing he wants me to buy is like 30 quid. I don't ever buy, you know, a fucking axe for 30 quid just to make a fucking, you know, I'd get a bit of steel and cut it rather than do that. The thing is, I ain't got no interest in half the things he wants me to make. I haven't, Stug. The last film I watched, I think, was... I can't even bloody remember, so it couldn't have been all that good. The Colour Out of Space. That was good, actually. Colour Out of Space was good. I thought I'd watched something else since then. I've such a bad memory when it comes to films sometimes. Let me just look on my hard drive a minute. I've downloaded some that I want to watch, though. So, I'll tell you what I've watched recently. Repossessed. That was from 1990s, I think, 1990. Colour Out of Space with Nicolas Cage. The Lighthouse. Tusk. Open Windows. You ever seen Open Windows? That's good. Terrifier. That's good. Horse Girl. The Horse Girl's quite good as well. And The Wind. Yeah. Carl said, what a crazy world it is. But to be honest, a slingshot rifle looks cool. Flintstone firearm, yeah. I'll do one eventually. It's just I'm not really into slingshots or slingshot rifles. So the problem is, you know, a lot of things that Slingshot mentions to me, he gets these obsessions with me making them. I don't know what it is. You know, he just wants me to see, he just wants to see me make these things. But I don't, a lot of things I don't make unless I want to make it, if that makes sense. You know, most of the things I make, I see something, I think I want one of those, I make one. Open Windows T2 is it's a sort of found footage film. All of what you're seeing is through cameras. So cameras on a computer, camera on a phone, stuff like that. And open windows, as in open windows on a computer, windows that are open on a computer. And it's about a young bloke who won a competition to meet an actress, finds out it's not happening, and then some hacker gets in contact with him and starts showing him how he can hack the woman's phone and stuff like that. And then it gets very dark and blackmaily, and it's quite a fast pace. It's got, yes, it's good anyway. It's got Elijah Wood in it, and Neil Maskell. Neil Maskell is one of my favourite English actors. Yeah, you don't see him a lot in it though, because half the time he's behind the sort of, you know, sort of hidden. Yeah, but yeah, it's worth watching. I would highly recommend Open Windows, and it's made by the same bloke who made Time Crimes, which is one of my absolute favourite time travel films. You right, Electro? Good to see you on, mate. How are you? I found my dad's truncheon that I'm going to put in his display thing I'm going to make for him. Yeah, it's well worth watching, teacher. It's good. Oh, and also, the main actress in it is a retired porn star, but she can actually act. She's not like one of these fucking, yeah, she can actually act. She don't have to do a lot of acting in it, but yeah, she's not like one of these totally wooden fucking, you know. Yeah, it's worth watching. So if you fancy the main actress a bit, go and look on Pornhub afterwards. RDP said, in this video you linked, have you seen the power of the bloke has in his simple slap to the face? Stun just watched. No, I've not watched it yet. RDP, but obviously I'm on here, but I'll watch it later. Sounds good. Stog said, I might watch Last Samurai later. I've never seen that, but I do want to watch it. Teacher said even better. Cat Collector said, the wife is out of town. I get to raise hell. So what have you been at tonight then anyway? Well, I suppose it's afternoon for you, isn't it? It's 20 past 11 here. It might be on Netflix, Jeevan. I don't know. I'm not sure, mate. I couldn't really tell you. Yeah, what else would I have? What else did I have on my drive? Let me see. I think I mentioned them all, didn't I? Blood Machines. I can't remember if Blood Machines is on. Blood Machines was good. That's a 3-parter though. It's only an hour long. Yeah, Blood Machines is excellent. That's on Shudder. I don't think it's on anywhere else though. Blood Machine's very weird. Blood Machine is good enough though that I wish they made it longer. It was crowdfunding. They only managed to get enough money to do an hour's worth. But it was longer than it was gonna be. So an hour of it is better than it. It wasn't even going to be an hour at one point. That's a weird sci-fi film, sort of set in the future where there's ghosts of sort of living ghosts in spaceships of naked women. It's well worth watching. I saw that joke about an hour ago, Jamie. He's now putting on 2 jokes in one day. Same joke. He said, what do pigs put on their cuts and grazies? Ointment. For some reason, that's hidden. I don't know why. Maybe it's word pigs. Maybe they think you're saying pigs. I don't know. Let me get my little hard drive out, my little stick that Sam sent me. I might even have more films on that I could tell you about. Fuck it, I'll stick it in here. I don't want to jog my fucking microphone. Fuck it up. That's weird, Stug. Did anyone approve Stug's message then? If they didn't, yeah. Oh, they are. Where are my films, videos? Yeah, if people didn't approve, yeah, Sasha Grey, yeah, she's not bad, yeah. And she's all right actress as well. She acts quite good in it. T2 said, Mike, have you ever experienced a supernatural experience? I don't know. I don't really think so. The closest I can remember ever having to something like that was I was in my hallway or maybe in my kitchen. So there's my kitchen, then my hallway and my front room. Sometimes I think I see shadows of someone sat in my front room. One thing I don't know, and that's been decorated. So I suspect it was just how it's decorated in there. When I used to go downstairs. Anyway, one day I stood in my kitchen and it looked to me like a shadow ran out of my front room and ran at me. And as it ran at me, it disappeared. Enough to make me go, oh, fucking hell. And then afterwards I just thought, I probably just imagined it. I have done some fucked up things in my day with drugs and shit. So I just blamed it on that. But, you do, I think sometimes you do see weird shit and it's nothing. But yeah, I don't know. But that's the closest I would say to a supernatural thing I think that I can think of. Oh, she streams on Twitch, does she, Stug? I did not know that. Dad said the only thing I can remember is that some kind of infomercial, that horrid pig thing that kids like. Damn tune, get stuck in your head. Wash your hands, scrub them nice and clean. Is that a new thing? Liam said, weirdly saw something earlier where some guy was explaining how certain paint pattern could trick the eye into seeing people. Yeah, I suspect, because now my front room's been decorated differently. You don't see it now. It was the way the furniture was, the way that it was decorated. Yeah, I've always thought that anyway. But yeah, it's odd though that can happen. And you only see it from certain angles. Like if I stand in this room with the door open, facing that way, in the corner of my eye, I swear to God, there's someone stood in my toilet. That's about 2 meters away from me. I can actually see there's no one there. But if I stand facing that way, something of how the door frame is, the window, makes it look like there's someone stood there. Yeah, it's very bizarre. Nice one, Gas Goblin. He's back. James said, will there ever be a last James Bond? I don't know. Hopefully not. You never know. One day people might get bored of it. People stopped watching it. Captain Electro said, I saw a shadow figure go down the hallway too. I hadn't drunk too much. It was late. I had a realistic demon dream as well. That seemed so real. It was a neon demon. Like a neon something. That's bizarre, Dave. But it's weird, isn't it, these things? Yeah. Yeah, I tend to blame them on some kind of, mental problem. You know what I mean? My brain's had a bit of a funny turn, or maybe my own shadow, and I thought it looked like it was moving. You know what I mean? Doug said, yeah, she streams, but she's family friendly now. Yeah, a lot of her ma now. Ah, well, got to get a bit of money, haven't they? RDP, the upcoming Bond film is the last male Bond. The next one will be female Bond. I'm not 100% it's going to happen. I can hope it doesn't. Yeah, it'd be too weird. It shouldn't really be. I think if you're gonna do things off of books, it should be what it originally is. Don't start changing genders and and all that. And if that's not what it was originally, it should be what it says in the book, I think. G2 says Shadow Man sounds like. T-Bone said, nice woke Bond movie. Fuck that, no thanks. RDP said they've been talking about it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, and I think in the newest one, there's a female Bond in there, isn't there? A female 007, isn't there? In this new one, Captain said, I think stress plays a big part in the body's senses as well. I get so mad at work. Once all I can see is purple and blue. Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, I agree with you there, though. I think those things do influence these things, definitely. Yeah, stress definitely would. That doesn't sound like a fun day at work, I tell you, though, Electro. Fuck that. Carl said, but what shouldn't we give females a chance in these ones? I've got nothing wrong with a female spy, put it this way. But James Bond, it will sound terrible when I say this. James Bond is should be a white English male. The main character from the Dark Tower should be a white male. If you did a film about Shaft, that should be a black male. Because that's what those things originally are. But it doesn't bother me watching a female spy. I'd watch that. If they did a female version, not a female version of James Bond, but if they did a female spy that was like James Bond, that wouldn't bother me at all. Yeah. But changing characters when they're not supposed to be originally what they are, I don't know how that sounds. Some people would say that's a terrible thing to say. What I've just said, I think is acceptable, because that's what the original characters are. It'd be like if you had a film about Gandhi, and it was a Chinese man. People would laugh at that, but it's all right. Sometimes do it the other way around. But it's not what the original character was. I know he's not a character, as a real person, but you know what I mean. We won't go too deeply into this fucking topic, I'll tell you that. But I've got nothing wrong with female spies. If I could make a film, I'd love to make a film similar to what's it fucking called? Doomsday, with a female action figure in it. Yeah. Female Snake Plissken sort of character. I think that's quite good. Electra said, "Yeah, La Femme Nikita is good assassin spy. That's exactly. I've got that. I've got the original one to that and the remake. Yeah, Atomic Blonde, exactly. Pavase, yeah, Red Sparrow, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Gosh, Goblins, I agree. They're changing everything. James said it was the best James Bond. Without sounding biased, I like Sean Connery. I've always liked Roger Moore. He's even got an innuendo name. Zed said, the other night I was having my last smoke of the day on the doorstep as usual, and something came scuttling rapidly down the path towards me, grunting horribly. I nearly shat myself before I realised it was a hedgehog. No, I like hedgehogs. We got hedgehogs here. But yeah, there's lots of good. I'll tell you another classic, a really good female action hero, Alice from the Resident Evil films. I like her. But yeah, I know the old Resident Evil films go a bit mental, but I've got nothing against females doing action roles. But if the original character from the book is a male or a female, I think it should stay that way, or whatever their ethnicity, because it just for me it sort of spoils what the original story was. But I don't know. Some people would say that's not an acceptable thing to say. But I think, if you want to change it, this is the thing. I've got no problem with changing it if they just don't call it the same thing. It's a lot with like these reboots and that. I don't know why they do reboots. Just do a fucking sequel, or do a film and just say at the beginning, inspired by the original film, and just make their own film. Fuck, I hate reboots. Captain Electro said, around here there is a Native American tribe called the Lumbies. They have a mix of African American in the tribe, right here in Lumberton. Now, that sounds interesting, Electro, yeah. I say that because I was thinking about the African American Indian film. Nice one, yeah. That's what I put food out every night. Yeah, I like hedgehogs. Yeah, Carl said Ripley from Alien. Exactly, another good female. Yeah. Carl said, what about Doctor Who? I don't know about Doctor Who personally. It doesn't bother me that there's a female Doctor Who. They're not based on books. It's a hard one to say. I don't know. My opinion on female Doctor Who, it didn't bother me. I know it did quite a few people. I know some people said they'd never watch it again. Was there ever any law in it that said it had to always be male? Because if it did, then they're changing things that they shouldn't. But yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Yeah, the funny thing is, you're saying about the Doctor Who thing, yeah, but as I say, Doctor Who wasn't based on books, was it? I know there are Doctor Who books, and I know there's Doctor Who radio plays, but yeah. RDP said female action spies are good, but it should be a spy working for MI6, just like Bond. They could even have a crossover in the film where Bond shows up and the female spy shows up. Yeah, that would be perfect. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the kind of thing I like. Yeah, there'd be nothing to complain about that. Yeah, double up on the franchise. Yeah, Jane Bond 0016. That's right. James McFadden, the original French film called Nikita, was better. Yes, yeah, I've got Nikita and La Femme Nikita. I've got both of them. Whichever one it is. Yeah, I've got the remake and the original. Yeah, so I think which one's which. Can't remember now. Or is the other one called something else? I can't remember. I've got the original one by the bloke who made Leon in it. Not John Reed. It's the bloke who's in it. Yeah. Carl said, been a make for over 50 years, and imagine your dad is a female. Yeah, exactly. Debo said, the fact is very simple. I cannot make good movies anymore, so they remake classics and think they're edgy and trendy if they swap the genders. Most, 90%. Luke Besson, that's it. Thank you, Pervez. Yeah, Luke Besson, that's it. Cheers, mate. Yeah, most remakes are terrible. T2 said, if I went to a wild boar beasting years ago and had the most horrifying experience of my life. My encounter has been narrated on a YouTube channel called Hell Freezer. Scared me big time. Can you comment on my latest video, T2, about that? And I'll go and check that out. And actually, Tomb Raider get pretty close to a spy film with a female character. Kill Bill, actually, Kill Bill, excellent female, action hero. I fucking love Kill Bill. Yeah, that's a classic one. Yeah. Zed said, I don't mind a female Doctor Who, but why have one with a northern accent? That's it. The funny thing is, though, every time Doctor Who has a every time he's Northern, he mentions it. Like, it becomes a thing. Don't know. Maybe that's just, I don't know. Carl said, and I think in the 80s they were going to try a female doctor, but rejected it for various reasons. I just can't be bothered with politics. Get shoved down my throat in movies. Yeah, and that's a different thing actually. When it's organically done, but when they're changing genders for a political reason, yeah, I that's not right. That shouldn't be coming into people's fucking way of relaxing. Yeah, I can agree with you there. It shouldn't be yeah. Start changing the genders of people and stuff like that in films and that just because of politics. They can fuck off. RDP said, female Doctor Who's fine. It was the new script writers that killed the damn show. Back in the 80s, they had a female Time Lords, but they were not featured much. The French La Femme Nikita rocks. Yeah, I've got both. I think La Femme Nikita I've got on DVD. The other one with Bridget Fonda I've got downloaded. Captain said, my first female acquaintance looked just like Uma Thurman from Kill Bill, skinny and mean. Nice, sounds good to me. That said, anyway, the Daleks will probably get her in the next series. We'll be back to male doctors. But yeah, yeah. But I've got nothing wrong with females being in those roles. But if it's supposed to be, if they're based on, if there was always supposed to be something, sometimes it's not right to me. I loved John Pertwee, James. Yeah, Doctor Who. I only watched John Pertwee's Doctor Who's about 4 years ago. They were showing him on the Horror Channel, and my God, I love him as Doctor Who. John Pertwee is amazing as Doctor Who, doing his old karate stuff, his whatever their karate is, because I'm used to Doctor Who not doing things like that. All the Doctor Who's I can remember, that he was like, he would never fight people, he would never physically fight someone. John Pertwee's kicking the shit out of people. And yeah, I'll tell you the ones I liked. Christopher Eccleston, really liked him. John Pertwee, loved him. Yeah, that's it. Venusian Aikido, that's it. Nice one. Yeah, Christopher Eccleston, John Pertwee, and what's his name who did the film? Can't remember his name now. Paul McGann, who did the film. He would have been a really good Doctor Who. But yeah, because that sort of bombed a bit. He did. He's done loads of them though. He's done loads of yeah, no, because the Peter Cushing one's not officially a Doctor Who film, really. That's not like an official one. But yeah, no, not that one. In the 90s, there was a Doctor Who film, and it was going to be, for American audiences. But yeah, that's what I was just about to say, Carl. Yeah, and Paul McGann's done loads and loads and loads of audio stories, so he's done his fair share. David Tennant, I don't like. I don't know why. I've never liked him in anything. Matt Smith probably would have been all right, but I'd gone off Doctor Who at that point. And I watched some of who was the last one to do it before the woman? Can't remember his name now. The bloke who did it before the one we got now, I watched a good series of his, a whole series of his, and I thought his was all right. Can't remember his name now. Tom Baker's pretty good, but yeah, John Pertwee, amazing. City of Figs, Peter Capaldi, thank you. Yeah, Peter Capaldi. Yeah, Peter Davison was all right as well, though. I'll be honest with you, most of them are good. Even the I've watched, the only ones I've probably not watched hardly any of them was Patrick Troughton, I think. I've watched the original ones, the very first series. Yeah, Patrick Troughton, I've not seen many of them. There's some of the Doctors I've not seen many of them. City of Things, right, mate? Hey, I'm sorry for not getting around to emailing you artwork yet, working on the Wild West piece, some Revolvers and Pagan. Nice one. No, that's all good, mate. That's all good. I look forward to that. Jeevan said, are you live tomorrow? I'm not normally, but I was thinking about coming on tomorrow, weirdly enough. I'll see. But yeah, in all honesty, most of the only ones I wouldn't. No offense to anyone who likes him, I wouldn't actually watch David Tennant ones. Matt Smith ones I would, but I would watch any other Doctor Who and like it probably. But something about David Tennant I don't like. D2 to John Pertwee was the best Doctor, and Sean Pertwee was brilliant in Doctor Who. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Sean Pertwee as well. I wish he was in more stuff. Starring in more stuff. Electra said American folks have a sort of cult following of British films and other culture for that matter. It's like we are trying to find a place to belong. Yeah, America has become a non-original speak. Brevet said Bow Sports in Wolverhampton has Horizon stock. Who was after the Horizon then? Horizon. Yeah, it's interesting though, isn't it, Electra? I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. Dog Soldiers, very good film. Yeah, I've got that on DVD. It's not up there. It must be behind me. My horrors are over there. You want me to get it down and show you it? Where is it? You want me to get it? Just hope I don't fall off this fucking thing. Where was it? Oh, yeah, there. Now that's a lot of dust. I need to dust up there. This is a very good werewolf film. Don't read too much. Zed said John Pertwee released a Doctor Who single, a song. Don't ask, just don't ask. Are you saying that's what it's called, or? I've listened to some of John Pertwee's songs, Zed, weirdly enough. Yeah, Dog Soldier's decent. Well worth a watch. You right, Matt? Also, just spotted an intruder on CCTV. Should I go out there? Yes. Take that with you there. James says, awesome film set in my neck of the woods. Is it? I didn't know that. The zombies are not common in the West till 1920 book about Haiti. Yeah, that's it, yeah. Zed said you had to ask, didn't you? It's called I Am the Doctor. John, I'll share with you the John Pertwee song I like. Right. Where the fuck is it? Pure Mystery. That's it. Yeah, listen to this. Quite like this song, actually. John Pertwee, Pure Mystery. Marty P said, I am not missing the footy for this. I'm totally boned. I'm not going, Sarge. I'm not. Oh, yeah. Fucking Dog Soldiers. Carl said, have you seen the band John Pertwee advert? I don't think so. Okay, so I hope you choke on me. It's the best guy from Dog Soldiers during a fight. That said, BRB, go and have a listen. Yeah, tell me what you think. So he said guns aren't allowed in the UK, right? No, you can have guns. All of this stuff's legal, though, without a license. So, John Page, right, mate? But yeah, no, you can have guns here. You need a license for them, and they need to be locked up in a safe. Everything I own is behind those banners, and they're legal to own and display like that. People who don't know Dog Soldiers are going to be wondering about what these comments are. RDP said, not breaking radio silence just because you lot got spooked by a dead flying fucking cow. So he said you need to be an army major to have a gun. I was told, no, that's not true, mate. That's not true. Matt said, by the way, Michael, was 11 out of 10 pissed last night. Damn, that's over. That's good. Don't worry, Stacey kept telling me. Nah, it's all good, mate. You was all right. You was fine. Where am I? James said, or was it, I hope you get the shits. Yeah, that's it. Lex said, one day when Cisco face-to-face technology becomes available to us all, you'll get to see my drunken antics on live stream. I just took a tumble, for fuck's sake. What you'll have to do, Electro, is sign up to something called StreamYard, right? StreamYard. If you set it up, any of you lot, right? I'll send you a link to it, right? StreamYard works on phones, right? Sign yourselves up to this, and you don't have to download anything. It's all web. It's all browser based, right? Sign up to StreamYard. If I do a live stream with StreamYard, at any point I could get any of you lot on camera. So anyone who came on right now, if you said, Mike, can I come on camera? I could send you a link. You click that link and you're on, and you'd be on here with me, in split screen. So yeah, if anyone ever wants to do that, sign up for StreamYard. And yeah, some people have already done it. It's just I've not done a StreamYard stream yet because I haven't felt confident enough to do it, because then I've got to keep control of other people. And well, Said, yeah, you can when I do it. I'm not doing it yet, but yeah. But when I do StreamYard one, I'll just send you the link. You click it, and then you're on. James said, when I kick bucket, all my collection will go to my boy. Mike, what happened with your collection? Oh, I've got a niece and nephew who can have it, or brothers and sisters, or who else? Yeah, loads of people who can have it if they want it. Rob said, it was a great Pertwee called himself John Smith in one episode. Tactical, did you like the song? Oh, damn song is weird. Yeah, it's a strange song, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. It's not to everyone's taste. Nice one, Electra. Yeah, StreamYard. You don't have to do nothing. All you do is you just sign into it, and it does all the work. You don't need to download any apps, anything like that. You just sign into it. Make your account. Yeah, and then literally you just when I send you the link, you just click it and it takes you onto it. And I would do all the controls. But yeah, there's loads of people who would be totally welcome for that. I know Richard set it up, Tumbo set it up. And as I say set it up, there's nothing to do. You just make an account. I might do one soon if people are up for it. I might do one maybe next week. Yeah, we'll see. Fucking hell, is that nearly 12? I'm going to have to go off at 12. Didn't realise it was that late. Proves I'm having a good time. Richard said, the part when the guy shoots the dead cow, one of them tells him we're firing blanks, remember? That's so. Electra said, you let us know, I'll try it. Just wrote it down. That said, hands up if you thought the crow man was creepy as fuck. Matt said, she's wasted, Mike, at family barbecue, asleep now. StreamYard sounds good. But yeah, at any point, I could get people on and kick them off. But yeah, I thought it would be good because sometimes I'm not in the mood. Like I am lately, but say if I'm not in the mood, I could get someone else on to do the talking or whatever. It'd be good. It'd be good. I think we'll test it out one week. I'll test it out next week if you want. Friday. I won't be on Saturday. I don't think. If you want, we'll test it out. So what I'll do though, I'll do a video mentioning what to do. Yeah, Crow Man. Actually, I've not seen that either, Electro. RDP said, did you say that Eddie was right? Satan did indeed save his skin. Oh, so you could say that Eddie was right. Is that another? I don't know that one. James said, good night, Mike. See you tomorrow, Sean. There's a small chance I might be on if I'm bored. Yeah, good night, mate. One of them said he turns into a pumpkin at midnight. Rob said, get Daryl on your channel again. Hey, he'll be on again one day. He'll be on again. I think I saw someone mention drunk live stream earlier. Those are very few and far between, in all honesty, because although I like doing them at the time, I always regret it. Because I get extremely drunk. You know, some people take advantage, not the regulars, but yeah, and then I have to delete them as soon as they're finished. But yeah, they're good. They are good. And also, I tend to fucking ignore everyone I'm with. So I'm with people in real life and I don't even talk to them all night. Cat Nate, so I can run my mouth for you. But yeah, Wurzel Gummidge, yes. Is that what you meant by Crowman? Yeah, Wurzel Gummidge, they remade that recently. Funny enough, that wasn't terrible. But again, I think a remake based on a book is a different story, because even the original film isn't the original film. If they're based on a book, you can do new ones, as long as it's supposed to be how it was, you know, which it was. In fact, I think the new one was supposed to be more like the real Wurzel Gummidge than the other one. I've not seen that City of Pigs. No, said anyone seen Boy 2? Carl said, does anyone think The Exorcist is really all that scary? I don't know. I like it though. RDP said, ceasefire, Terry, ceasefire. What the hell are you doing with firing blanks? I said, how can you not be drunk on Saturday night? Well, I'm an alcoholic, so that's how. If I drink too much, it'll probably make me ill. And I start, you know, I drink. If I do drink, it'll be at least a whole big bottle of vodka. I don't want to be doing that once a week. It's too much. But no, I know you're pissing about anyway. Yeah, so, yeah. Hello, Aunt Sally. Technical Park said, yeah, the Crow Man in that scared the shit out of me. RDP said he's off as well. Yeah, good on. Yeah, have a good weekend, Rob. Yeah, go and enjoy Dog Soldiers. I might watch that myself soon. Yeah, Jeepers Creepers is good, Captain Electro. I do like that. There you go. Yeah, I've got Jeepers Creepers on DVD as well. Yeah, well worth watching. Yeah, it's a good British horror, a little bit of comedy in it. You know, it's a bit serious but light-hearted. Good bit of gore, good bit of action. Carl said, what's the most I've drank in one go? Oh, I don't know. Lots. Don't know. I used to drink shitloads, in all honesty. But even now, I think I can't drink as much as I used to. But yeah, I'll drink a whole big bottle of vodka every, in the night. But my problem is because I am a sort of controlled alcoholic. Once I start drinking, even one shot, I have to carry on. Then I can't stop. It's just too much for me. I have to carry on. As soon as I can feel that alcohol in my blood, that's it. I'm done. And then I have to drink until I can't. You know, until I'm not conscious anymore, basically. So, and it's now taking a whole bottle of vodka to do that. Good in it, T2. Yeah, it's very good. Dad said Captain Electro. I thought it wasn't very good. Nearly asked for my money back at cinema. What? Dog Soldiers or Jeepers Creepers? Captain Electro said I pissed too much to drink. Too much. I think I built in a safety called small bladder. Oliver said I totally get your alcoholism. One drink is never enough. Exactly. Yeah, one drink is never enough, and it's not. Yeah. I've been known in my teenage years, and I've been convicted of this, so I can admit it, that I've gone out for a night, not had enough booze to last me, and then got a brick, chucked it through a shopping, call it, a big shop anyway, you know what I mean, like a shopping centre, whatever you call them, supermarket, like in the 7-Eleven in America. I've been known a couple of times to go to one of those anyway, chuck a brick through the window, run in, grab 2 big bottles of cider that are like 20 units each, you know, so that would be the equivalent of a litre of vodka, whatever, and then run out. Yeah, I've been done for that as well. So yeah, that's how badly I would, you know, if I wanted booze, I'd be prepared to do a smash and grab in a shop, basically. That was over 20 years ago, though, and I've been convicted of it. Carl said, I know someone who can drink most of a bottle and not feel anything. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't drink, I don't class myself as drinking a lot anymore, but it surprises me that I can drink that much now. And that's for some, you know, if you are someone who doesn't really drink, that's a lot. You know, it doesn't sound a lot to, you know, someone who's an alcoholic, but you know, I only drink like once every 2 weeks, once a month. I saw a new werewolf film a few weeks ago, British film, sat on a broken down train stuck in the middle of nowhere. It was good. Yeah, I think I know what you're on about there. I think I know what you're on about there, RDP, but I'm not sure what it's called either. Oh, Howl was it? Yeah. Yeah. Rob said, have you ever gone out, done whatever? I genuinely can't remember anything in the morning. Loads of times. I could probably 100 times, Rob, or more. Yeah. 100 times. Definitely, yeah. 100. More, probably more than 100 times I've done that. Yeah. I've woke up in a police station and not known what I've done before. In fact, when I got this scar here and went to prison for 6 weeks, I can barely remember anything of the night. Hardly anything. In fact, most of all I can remember is maybe stood in an alleyway and then waking up in an alleyway. And then when we was going to the hospital, the police was following us and got me at the hospital car park. Well, the problem is once you're in Oliver said your problem was 20 years ago, my problem is now. Once you're an alcoholic, you always are. You know, once you're addicted to anything, you're addicted to it forever. You're never not addicted to something, and you have to spend your whole entire life trying not to do that thing or controlling it. But luckily now, I drink way too much, but I can control myself. I don't get in any trouble, argument, nothing. You know, I just have a good time when I drink. RDP said found it's called Howl. Nice one. I looked that up. Urban Combat Boots, right, mate? I'm only going to be on for about another 5 minutes, but good to see you on. How are you? I see you went out of Iron Man recently. Nate said Jake the Snake said he just rented beer. Oliver said mix alcohol medication. And you got a real explosive mixture. Matt said Mike, have to listen to John Barleycorn or Alcoholic Memoirs by Jack London, free on YouTube. It was written in 1912. Nice one. I'll look into that. I'll look into that. Rob said, funny you mentioned scare. I can't remember. I was exactly the same. Scar on my scars. Yeah. That was someone bit me in a fight. Yeah. I'm addicted to YouTube. I probably am. Yeah, addicted to guns, chocolate. Yeah, exactly. See you later, RDP. See you later, Rob. Really about he's addicted to wanking. Yeah, exactly. That's a hard one. That is a hard one. Oh, they are doing innuendos now without even meaning to. D2 said, Oliver, how are you, mate? Yeah, sorry, these things go over my head, and I should ask that myself. Yeah. Are you all right, Oliver? How is, yeah, are you, yeah, I don't know what to say. I get a bit fucking caught up with the chat sometimes. 28 weeks later, yeah, or 28 days later. Excellent films, yeah. But do you feel you have a problem with alcohol, Ollie, or not? Because some people definitely overdo it, but don't. For years I I knew I had a problem, but I didn't care. But when it started getting really out of hand, and then I started thinking I've got to stop now, but I couldn't. It took me out of prison to stop. Good night, Electro. Yeah, I'll be off soon, mate. Yeah, I'm essentially fine with booze. It's just when I drink, I cannot stop till I can't, till I'm not awake anymore, basically. Which that's not a normal thing. Most normal people don't do that. If you're not addicted to something, you can have 2 beers and stop. Where I can't do that. I won't drink unless I know I've got enough drink to drink all night, and at the minute it takes me at least a big bottle of vodka to be satisfied. Yeah, I drink indoors. I've never liked pubs anyway, and then I started liking pubs and I went off them again. Urban Combat Boot says, I'm good, lad, thanks. I'm not going out camping with Iron Man again. I've been all right, in all honesty, mate. Yeah, I've been all right. Just the same old shit, really. Ain't done a lot. Yeah. Just been making knives and stuff. The usual. Yeah, Corona ain't really affected my life. It stayed exactly how it was. Yeah, that's all I've been doing, really. What's the longest I could go without drinking, or when I was drinking every day? And when I say drinking every day, I was blind drunk every day. I wasn't drinking every day, because some people drink every day, but that's, a couple of pints a day. I would get absolutely fucked up my face every single day from the age of about, definitely by the age of 16 to just before I was 21. At that point, the longest I'd ever stopped was 2 weeks. And apart from that 2 weeks, I probably stopped, every now and then a day. Yeah. But when I gave up, I stopped drinking for 6 years. Didn't touch none. And then what happened was, they reckon most alcoholics, unless you stop drinking completely and never touch it, most alcoholics who turn to, who start drinking again and do what I do, controlled drinking, they say most relapse to full alcoholism again. I don't think I would, though, because I can't get on with life if I drink too much. Like, I can't do anything if I drink too much. Nowadays, it just affects me too much. I can't do anything. I wouldn't be able to get out of bed if I was drinking every day, and I wouldn't last very long like that. So I think I'm all right. But as I say, I drink too much. But yeah. Yeah, I've never had to take, long-term medication. So saying that, yeah, I might have had like a week off every now and then if I was having to take antibiotics or something. But yeah. Video base said, dropped a pallet on my right leg today. Got a couple of lumps. Going to have a few big bruises. Fuck's sake, Pete. Yeah, hope your legs are right. Urban said, grab yourself some poppies from the garden, lad. Pods make a comfy tea. Yeah, funny thing is, Liam does that. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. The old poppy seed tea. Nice one, Urban. Tactical, not tactical. Matt said, I want her to ask me to stop, but she won't. And she hates me sober, focused and hungry for life. Yeah, nightmare, isn't it? Carl said, what would you want to stop it for? Good, or did you? Oh, would you want to stop it for good, or do you still enjoy it? Drinking's a weird one for me. I look forward to the weekends when I can drink. Most of the times when I drink, when I wake up in the morning, I think to myself, "Oh, that was shit. I wish I never drank now." And then I'll look forward to the next weekend. That's it's dark in here. That's lies. Hope you're all okay. We can change the subject. I'll be going off soon anyway. I might stay on for a little bit longer. Rory said, do you smoke? I don't smoke cigarettes. I gave that up in around about 2006, I think. I can't remember when I gave that up. Maybe earlier than that, maybe 2004. Can't actually remember. I used to smoke draw when I was younger, but it makes me extremely paranoid now. Oliver said, being blitzed on alcohol meds is amazing. But that's the problem. Oh, there you go. Now, I do enjoy drinking. I enjoy the feeling of drinking, and I get like a like for even during the hangover the next day and the next day, I feel sort of more relaxed mentally. That sounds weird. It's a stress reliever for me. So when I drink, even though I've got a hangover the next day, I find I can just sit back and not think about anything that gets on my nerves for a couple of days. And I'm so hungover, I can't. So yeah, it's a bizarre one for me. Urban said, search Papa Soniferum seeds on Amazon. £2 1,000. Plant them in the early autumn. Oh, nice one. I'll check that out. Perfect overkill. D2 Sadala, thinking about you, and there's a lot of people here. Yeah, if you need people to talk to, Matt said, was it ever a trade off of drink or weed? I used to do both, in all honesty. Because saying that, I couldn't have drunk every day. Put it this way, I was high every day. So if I wasn't drunk, I was stoned. If I wasn't stoned, I was sniffing fucking petrol or something. This is, more than 20 years ago. And I did used to quite enjoy smoking marijuana. Yeah, I really used to enjoy it. And then I started getting really paranoid. But the booze probably wasn't helping because of the shit I was doing when I was drunk. Jasmine, you're right. Good to see you on. Carl said, I thought it would be a social aspect, hanging out with your friends and such. Yeah, it's a weird one for me with drinking. Yeah, good to see you on, Jasmine. I haven't seen you on for a while, I don't think. Pete says, still looking for some good old pics of warriors holding there. Well, did you look up the Confederate ones or whatever it was? What are they called? Look up. Hang on, Pete. A fucking folder of knives. I ain't got the titles on them. Yeah, I was hoping I had the titles on so I could tell you what to look for. No, it's all good tactical. I knew you meant it like that, yeah. Matt said, it seems you're a deep thinker who wants to escape his own mind sometimes. Definitely. You're right. That's what booze does for me, actually, yeah. And that's the opposite of what marijuana does. Marijuana makes me think too much, and that fucks me over. I need something to numb my brain, and that's what booze does for me. Yeah, you're 100% right there, Matt. That is actually partly what it is. Yeah, you've actually hit the nail on the head very well there as a description. Only if you want to, Urban. It's a bit rough though, splintery. No, it's fine. I don't find it dark. I find it I find it totally normal, acceptable chat. It often comes back to this kind of stuff with me because I've done it. You know what I mean? Matt said, I saw a guy dressed as Basil brushing straws, fuck's sake. Rob said, Oliver and Mike, I'm the same. Don't do it often anymore, but for me, I drink till I drop. Yeah, there you go, Rob. Yeah. Yeah. Jasmine said, show me the guns you just. I haven't bought any guns recently. I made this, can't remember when, a couple of months ago. The latest thing, I've not bought any guns for ages, but I'll show you a knife I made if you want to see a knife I made. Oh, right. Yeah, Rory. It's either paranoid high or a chilling one. Yeah, I don't get the chilling one. I just get the paranoia. Horrible. I even question my own I remember getting stoned once, sitting in here and thinking to myself, "My God, why do you collect guns? Why do you collect all this shit still? You're a nutter." That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, why do you do it? It's so weird. That's something I do every day. That's how badly it changes my thoughts, and they're not normal. Yeah, and it was also making every little pain I've got worse. It was I have little pains, that you have little niggling pains that you don't notice anymore. It was making all of that worse. So my shoulder joints was hurting, my hip joints was hurting. Weird, isn't it? It made me more sensitive to that. Yeah, I don't touch it anymore. Don't work with me. I'll be all right, Jasmine. Don't worry about that. Thank you for the concern, mate. You know what? I would love to make one of them urban, and I would like to make one for myself, but they're actually illegal to own now, so I definitely couldn't make one. Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, fucking things are illegal to own now. Well, that's the thing, Carl. It normally does, but whatever I'd smoked, it didn't. It was making my joint pains hurt more. Yeah. Right, Ron. I'm just going to go off, sadly. 12:10. Good to see you on. Was you on earlier? Yeah, I had like a imitation one. Yeah, I have seen them. Yeah, I've not. If you can get a real one, you can still own it because it's over 100 years old. Strange, isn't it, Pete? So you get that when you get migraine, do you? Yeah, really strange. I'm not on Instagram, Jasmine, so I can't. I ain't got an Instagram account. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, Urban, because I had an aluminium version. Yeah, that made myself. Yeah, and they banned them, and now that's what that is. Oliver said, "What are the names displayed on the screen? They are my Patreon supporters or people who have supported me." That's a shame, Urban, because that would have been a fucking steal as well. Yeah, yeah, that's a shame you didn't get hold of that. Live stream, Facebook, Twitter, Jasmine. I got a Facebook account. Hang on. Oh God, I fucking hate Facebook sometimes. Right, hopefully that'll take you there. Right, see what that does. Hang on. Can you even click on that? Where does that take you if you click on that? And then I got Twitter. T2 says, Oliver, I've done so many things in my life I regret, but unfortunately I can't change it. But one thing I can do is make amends and look after my granddaughter. That's a good point there, T2. Yeah, I've done some really fucked up, stupid things. But what is there you can do about it? Apart from, as you say, make amends, become a better person, and fucking apologise for things, and just, yeah, But there's nothing you can do about that. That's the thing. You can't change the past, so you just have to fucking learn from it, really. Try and help other people, I suppose. What other accounts have I got that I could share? I'm on Reddit. If anyone wants to see me on Reddit, it won't be nothing on Reddit there apart from what I put on here. But it's still another way you could contact me. So here you go, Reddit. Yeah, my OnlyFans isn't set up yet. Matt said, Will got a pass, we've got to make future. There you go, that way. Still setting up the OnlyFans, Urban. Daniel said, your past is in your mind, the future is in your hand. That's another good one, I like that. Right, the Facebook I'll try and do again quickly. Alright, it's coming up as this shit. So try this. I will. I might. Well, I'll have to do the paper eventually, Rob. But thing is, I don't really like sharing Daryl's too much. But when I sort mine out, I'll do it. What's that link do? Oh yeah, the other link wasn't a proper link, was it? $520 people follow it. That's quite good. So that took me ages to get that much. Rory said, who knew Mike Tyson fighting in a month? Oh, I know what you mean. Yes. Is he actually having a fight? Then who's he fighting? They kept rumouring it was Evander Holyfield, didn't they? Do you know what, Urban? I haven't done a WeaponCollector subreddit. I've thought about it. I have thought about it, but I can't get enough people to go over there at the minute. YouTube are a fucking bastard nowadays with not sharing your stuff. Years ago, I probably could have got thousands of people to go over there. Now I'd struggle to get 100. Matt said, Mike, do you remember going to the dentist in the 80s and getting a super Ted sticker? No. No. I can only ever remember going to the dentist like twice as a kid. Still got most of my teeth though. Just one missing. And one filling. And that was all as an adult. To my own fault. Yeah, exactly, Rob. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, very good fighter he was, old Mike Tyson in his day. Yeah, I better go off, Zed, because people will be going to bed and I'll be keeping them awake. I had been looking. I thought I'd go off any minute now. But yeah, that's a good one though. 3 hours. I'll tell you what. I'll go to 3 hours, which is, you got another 2 minutes. Yeah, or a minute and a half anyway. If I ever buy any stickers, I have got stickers. I'll sort you one out, Matt. I need to buy some of my own merchandise soon. I want some stickers, and then I want a hoodie if I want to go out. When it's colder, because you can only wear this t-shirt at certain situations. I'm keeping everyone up. I'm potentially keeping people up in my house. Right, you got 1 minute left, or 49 seconds now. I haven't got COVID. Oh, I forget you've got one, ain't you, Urban? Yeah. Yeah, I need to get a hoodie. I want to get a hoodie. Nice one, Urban. Yeah, I want to get a hoodie myself. I ain't got one. All I've got is the mug and the t-shirt. Oh, and the banners. Jasmine said, create an Instagram account because the others will not work. Why? What's the matter? You must be clicking the wrong things. I'll do a Instagram one day. Right, that's it. 3-hour stream. I used to do 3-hour streams all the time one day. Didn't once. Sorry, not one day, once. I can't do them now, though, not regularly. Too much. Right. Good night, everyone. Cheers for watching. That was a good stream. I enjoyed that. Yeah, hit the like before you go. And there's a small chance I might be on tomorrow. And then I'll tell you what we'll do. Next fucking Friday, then, we will try. And you, Urban, it's good seeing you on, mate. Because I know you don't normally get on very often because you don't get in till late, do you? So it's good seeing you. Next Friday, I'll try that StreamYard thing. So if people make an account on StreamYard, and you can do it on your phone as well. So if you're on your phone, I could get you to come on. Yeah. We'll see how people behave. We'll have to check them off. Because I doubt people will behave very well, but we'll see what happens. We can turn this into like a real fucking radio show. You can call us. Said it won't be like that. I won't be interviewing you or whatever. You can just join in and answer people's questions. Right, see you later. Good night, everyone. That was good. I enjoyed it. I only looked at the clock about 3 times, which that's how I know I enjoy it. And the 3 hours went like nothing. Good night. See you possibly tomorrow, and next Friday we'll do the StreamYard. See you later.